Welcome back to Merzenhammer, everybody. And welcome to what is definitely the middle of the December scheduled fuckery.
Well,
Last time we left off, the party had made it to the Three Feathers Inn, a riverside inn on the mighty River Talabek. Here you've stopped for the night and encountered a travelling party of the Gravin Maria Ulrich von something something.
oh right, I totally
Von
forgot.
Leibwitz. That's it.
It's surprisingly
Oh
nice.
yeah, and I met the sexy lady
Mm-hmm.
and her
With the
her
amazing
charming,
hair.
yeah, and her charming face puncher.
Yep, her judicial champion Bruno Frank. While much of the party stayed behind, Conrad and Jolka had headed off to an Imperial barracks to practice marksmanship together. Now, fortunately, Conrad was in disguise, otherwise he would have probably been arrested.
Definitely. Hanged for desertion.
Yeah. But, thankfully, that didn't happen. No one was present who could see through the disguise of just not wearing the uniform.
Yeah, they might have
Wait,
not
are you
have.
saying that if you just addressed like a fucking normal ass human and you aren't wearing a uniform, people will assume that you are just some fucking normal ass human guy?
Unless they know him personally, which...
No, they all look
Yeah.
the same. I'm pretty sure.
So wait, does that
I
mean-
only recognize these, but like I recognize only my companions by their weird different clothing.
Seems legit.
One of them's a really tall human. One of them's a smaller human, and we've got a human who doesn't bathe as much. We've got a short version of a human, and then there's also an elf as well.
Which one was I?
You were the bolder human. I thought I said smaller bald human, but
You didn't say bald, but yeah.
oh whatever. Anyway, you're not bald anyway. It's coming back. You're buzzed, and I
As
did your
buzzing.
hair up real nice.
I think you have like peach fuzz at this point.
Yeah, no, it's been done up fucking Dark Elf Skinhead style underneath the wig she's wearing.
Sure, that's not gonna get us in trouble.
And sure, I'm just a giant human with a ridiculous hat, apparently.
It just doesn't suit you.
It's okay. Look, no one's gonna be looking at Vaska's hair when they could be looking at her tiny, adorable pig.
I thought you were about to say tiny adorable dick.
I mean,
Has that been retconned out yet?
no. Look, the
It's
only
fine.
person
One
who's
day-
seen
It's
that
a
is
plot
Gunnar.
point, Ren.
It has been a plot
It's-
point. Her ownership of a penis has indeed led to shenanigans, and then there was that ice witch murdering that happened.
Wait, I just realized something. If there's... What the hell is that?
Tosh is digging for gold in my fucking carpet.
She's just
Tosh,
being rootistic again.
Stop it.
But, okay, I just wanted to ask this. If we had to fight our party versus a group of loyalist Kislevites and Ice Witches, could we call the Battle of the Bowl?
No.
It's fine. Eventually, Fizzy's going to stick a finger in Vaska and turn her into a real woman.
Woo!
What? You can do that?
I'm sorry, but
Stick a finger in any of you and turn you into a woman, I think.
I'm sorry. Only Gunnar and Avon have that power.
Why would they use a finger?
That was a joke.
I cast fists!
Well,
Welcome to Merzenhammer, everybody. We're
We're faffing. We do that a lot.
Welcome to Fafenhammer, everyone.
so... pick up in the bar. It's about 9:30. The Gravine has just come and ordered Bruno to bed, so he doesn't drink himself to uselessness. And yeah, with DCL running a little late, Avenclad is just going to be lurking. But the other three of you, Vaska, Fizzy, Gunnar, what do?
I got my information pumping. I'm happy to just fucking chill, sip, drink, and just do that like half eyes lidded pseudo nap.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and do work on my familiar and or piggy.
DCL!
DCL?
Wait, am I early or late?
You're late.
Late by half an hour.
God damn it!
We even insulted monks and praised mages in an attempt to summon you.
It was horrific. I had
Why
to
would
sit
you
for-
tell him that? He didn't need to know.
Because I'm an honest creature at heart.
Hmm. I was asleep.
Fair enough. Oh, you've just missed the recap.
Oh, then absolutely nothing.
We faffed around a lot.
Mostly
Admittedly,
talking
in the hopes
about-
that you would return.
Mostly talking about Vaska's junk.
And I made an excellent joke.
Well,
And
Nice.
he made a joke.
I missed all of that, so now we can start.
So, Vaska, if you want to do familiar stuff, are you going to do that in the middle of the, bar room, or are you going to head up to your...
Oh no, God, no! I'm in my fucking room or whatever. Hang out with these deviants.
These despots and misfits.
I forget who I'm sharing a room with. Is it with Jolka?
No, I got a double room to myself.
Oh.
I
Sharing it with
think
someone.
most of you got... I think most of you got private ones, actually.
Oh, I get a private one? Okay.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
quite
yeah.
loaded at this point, actually.
I guess Gunnar is going to be sitting at the bar, drinking and talking to the bartender and trying to figure out what the hell's been going on in this city.
What did we just get done doing again? Did we just get off a boat?
You got your freedom.
Well, after that.
Yeah, you arrived, you socialized a bit, you exchanged some words with an imperial noblewoman and her, face puncher. And, yeah, it's about 9:30. Night is relatively young. Or you could, go and be a nerd. Cough, Vaska, cough.
What do you want? Edgy nerd. It's like most of my characters.
Okay, so what that sounds like is it is time for boat patrols.
Boat patrols?
Boat patrols, because I don't trust that nothing will happen.
Okay, so what, you're going to go and keep an
Boat.
eye on the quest?
He's going to stare. He's
fuck.
going to stand up. He's going to stand on the dock and brood and stare at boats.
No, I'm gonna patrol the boat and make sure everything's fine. I believe I already did that and only found a mouse. Now I'm just gonna stay up to make sure
We're in
nothing
a
else
bar
happens.
right now. We are in a tavern. We've gotten to Altdorf.
Oh,
Not
we
a-
have?
No, you haven't.
Oh, I thought we were in Altdorf.
No, we're on the way to Altdorf.
Oh, fuck me. I thought
And
we
we've
were
met.
there, right?
Then we've met a rich woman who is also on her way to Waldorf.
I was about to say. Yeah, I'll just
Also, DCL, stop breathing on your mic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Snippy.
Speaking of being a nerd, can I begin construction with my smith tools on this handy dandy little automatic crossbow I'm making?
Have you finished, making blueprint?
That's exactly the step number 1. Shit, I need to go buy paper.
If you want, Vaska has a writing kit she'd be happy to let you borrow.
Oh, then I'd have to politely knock at your door and try to siphon off some of your paper. It's for a good cause, I swear.
It's fine. I have plenty. And you notice that at least like one of the pages has like an inky pig paw print.
Oh, no.
Thank you very much.
Teaching the pig to write, sure.
The pig was trying to draw a summoning soaker for his dark gods.
Uh,
At least one other has a moderately inky pig bite mark.
In Paganese, it says, "Why, O gods, do you forsake me?"
damn.
To this adorably impish mess. Boink.
Or should I just...
Well,
Alright.
let's make ourselves a blueprint.
Yeah, let me have a look at your character sheet and I'll tell you what is an appropriate thing to start rolling. Let's see. Oh, that handy dandy academic knowledge engineering sure looks useful.
Let us press the button. That's a failure. Can I fate? No. Probably can't.
And you can, but who knows what you might need fate points for in a...
No.
Alright,
I'm
well,
fating this. Not fating it. It's metas.
Fate's a meta resource.
it is.
But nothing bad's gonna happen. I have no reason
please-
to believe something bad's gonna happen in or out of characters.
Please do make sure you note down that you've made 1 degree of progress on blueprints.
You have written down a concept page.
You spend the whole night doing that SpongeBob thing of like a gigantic drop cap with immaculate detail.
Okay, remember that.
What else should I add to this? Cup holder? Fuck yeah.
Alright,
Cup
so,
holder crossbow.
while
Sounds very American.
Conrad is upstairs doing that, Avenclad, you're patrolling the boat.
I'm on patrol.
Well, you'll see another relatively small rowboat is pulling up. It's got a pair of... it's got a well-dressed youthful couple and a couple of boatmen in control of it.
Huh. I guess I'm going to go up and see what's the deal.
Okay, sure. The wealthy couple hop out and you approach them, or their servants, or...
Are there any guards around? Wait, this boat doesn't have, like... Are there any sailors around, like, greeting them?
No. Just the 2 guys who were rowing the boat.
Yeah, that's weird.
They aren't pulling up along... They're pulling up alongside your big boat, but they're not pulling up to dock with it. They're pulling up to dock
Okay.
at the tavern.
Have I seen them before?
I doubt it.
Okay. Well then, I guess I just keep eye on them.
Sure. Linger a minute or two while the little rowboat is tied up, and then with the boatmen carrying their luggage, they'll head up into the bar.
Oh wait, the boat hasn't actually left the dock yet?
I feel like you're confused, DCL.
I am. I just woke up. I thought we were on a boat. and I
No,
thought
we're at a
No.
tavern.
Oh, what?
The boat has docked overnight at a riverside tavern.
Oh.
We're on journey to Altdorf, but it is night. People are resting, and that's why we're all in like bedrooms and shit right now.
Okay. Okay. So that's that. Okay. That. Okay. Now that I've
It was weird that you were going up to just randomly accost also rich late night travelers like ourselves.
because I thought
Like-
it was really weird. Some random late night travelers would join a boat and nobody would be there to greet them. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Now that I've extracted my hand from my face, right. I take that all back. I'm not gonna cost them. We're just gonna make sure everything's fine.
It was so weird. It's like, oh, they're getting off the boat. I approached them. Are there any guards? I'm thinking, oh no.
Time for murder.
Oh god.
I'm not gonna
He's
go-
finally free now. We find out why you were a slave. It's because the moment there isn't a collar around your neck, you become some kind of like nighttime the slasher.
I'm not gonna go Assassin's Creed the fucking nobles.
No,
Okay.
we're also
I-
concerned that you might murder and or rape them. That's what we're concerned about.
Yes,
Don't
that's
be fair.
Assassin's greeting them.
Yeah.
Please,
The rape
don't
is
be fair.
implied. That's what Requiat in Pace is Italian for.
It's was it
Anyway,
by
let's move
your, by
on.
your shirt? I'm going in dry.
All
Let's
right,
move on.
So yeah. Sorry, I will stand in front of the rooms for the tavern a little bit until I feel it is appropriate for me to go sleep.
Alright, mm. In the meantime, the
God, I was so confused.
it's okay. Yeah, the two nobles will fuck off to a room. That boatman
From an
will-
audience perspective, have we seen those two noblemen before, or are they just like repeat tokens?
repeat tokens.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure she used one of those noble tokens for like
Yeah.
in the Tsarina's entourage.
Yeah.
Yeah, those two have always been my generic imperial nobleman and noblewoman token.
You mean
More
noble man and
concerningly
noble
is that
trap?
they were repeats of noble seen in the place where there was a meeting with vampires, and I'm just like, oh, we're off to the outdoor. Fuck, fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna be great.
In-
Everything's
in-
fine.
Yeah.
In that case, I go back to the trip. No, I'm done.
Yeah, there two boatmen will linger at the bar, listening to Gunnar's exaltations of personal value.
Personal honor and valor.
A little while after that, after those two head upstairs, and the boatman will sort of shuffle along a couple and say, you talk a big talk, but have you ever done nothing to back it up?
Who are they talking to?
You.
You.
They also must be drunk if they're coming over to the hinged Norseman, challenging him to back up his
And
story.
look, until you see that man throw a punch, they're just a bunch of fruity gym muscles.
It's true.
About how big are these two?
Fairly big by imperial standard. So, if you were standing, you'd tower over.
I do stand and tower over them, and I look down. Ever since I came south, I have defended myself. I have fought, I have bled, and I have learned. Can you say the same? I am a man of my word, and a man of faith. Can you say the same, little man?
He reaches up and claps you on, about the elbow. That's as high as he can comfortably. Ooh, you do look like you could do it. Now go on. Don't just tell us about these things you should be doing. Give us a story, big man.
How far do you want me to go back? Do you want me to go when I first came south? Do you want me to go when I first came to Altdorf? Do you want me to go when I was in Kislev? Or do you want to talk about the story of me just coming to this particular tavern?
The boatman will pull a couple of shillings from his purse, slide them over to a bart. However many you can tell in the time it takes you to drink that much of ale. I want to hear all about it.
So Gunnar is going to be regaling this little drunk with, at least with the early stories, the ones where he came south, spent some time in Marienburg, came south, came farther south, not naming Wolf's name.
Thanks.
Up until the point where he did the trial of wolves. I figure for the cheap shit that he just bought, that should get you far enough.
He bought you cheap shit, but he also paid 2 shillings. He bought you 2 shillings worth.
That's 20 drinks, dude. Sorry, no, is it even 20? I think it's 20.
That's not exactly what he bought.
It's like a penny a fucking beer.
Yeah. Even if he's splitting them with you, that's 12 ales worth of your stories that you have to give. And if you're talking, then you're drinking slightly.
Then I suppose I'll tell some
It
stories.
is, however, also time for me to call for an
Stinking
consume alcohol.
drunk. Oh, okay.
Consume alcohol, you say?
Mm-hmm.
One of my best skills.
Wow, I'm shocked. The Norskin would be good at that.
Look, unlike a dwarf, I don't get a racial proficiency in alcoholism.
No, I actually think you do.
No, he got a starting class proficiency in alcohol as a Norscan boy. His racial was for sailing.
I suppose.
Oh, right. It's Kislevites who are the racial
Yeah.
drunk.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even have it, checked, much less trained.
Yeah, but you're an Ungol.
Oh.
You chose you're a different fucking
Hey,
generation of
nothing to be
Kislev
racist.
people. God, it's like calling her an uncle just sounds racist in the first place.
It does.
Fucking uncle.
Yeah,
At least
well,
she's not a fucking southerner.
Hello, Toddy.
Fucking Toddy.
I'm missing a
Did
joke
someone
here.
say Kazakh fucking what?
Oh, I caught the tail end of that yesterday. That was wonderful.
It was very good.
Yeah. So while Gunnar is launching into those, Fizzy, from your half nap, half people watching, be able to see a heavily robed figure slip in and make his way up to. He is wearing the holy symbols of Moor.
Oh, okay. I'm
Oh, good, a living failure.
Hey now. More is
Rockstar. No, he has done nothing but fail in all of his in every time. Like fucking more temples full of the dead, and Moor's fucking land crushed and fallen. The very first of all.
Yeah,
Moore's
more's a pansy.
more attempting to eat a baby.
No, but
What's
this
more-
is shit that's legitimately happened in the campaign. Though.
Yeah,
he just
like-
failed everything.
So was Moor
Moore's-
trying to eat a baby.
Yeah.
Was it? Oh right, that did happen actually.
We had to pick between the mom and the baby the baby had a really hard birth, so we were joking that Moore wants to eat this baby.
That's
Fucking-
right. Jesus.
Fucking thirsty for baby.
Jesus Christ.
Had a hard birth, then got sick, then got an Like,
Merz
I need
really
it.
wanted to kill that baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Just loves
goddamn
killing
hard.
babies.
Turns out that baby's like Elvin Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Fissy herself though has no reason to assume that babies are. Sorry, babies. That babies are shitty and weak. No, babies are shitty and weak. The Morites are shitty and weak. I mean, they're not exactly something. I wouldn't be familiar with them at all. Like I don't understand human gods. I understand Ulrich because angry fight people. Generally, I get a pretty good measure of that.
So then,
I'm
what
pretty
this
sure
looks
you
like
get-
to you is a man wearing heavy black robes with arcane sigils sewn into them is sneaking around the edge of.
Interesting. All right. I mean, I'm not exactly even fucking trained in perception. Let's see here. Oh wait, I am actually a theologian. I forgot that my actual class as a Canaanite is still a religious one.
Alright then, yeah, at least you recognize the holy symbols.
Okay. Does he look like he's high up as far as Morites go, or?
No. No, just a lowly initiate.
Okay. Then I will just casually fucking watch the dude. I don't have any qualms with him. Let a priest be a priest.
Right? He will linger at the bar for a minute or two. Long enough for the barkeep to break away from us, from passing out drinks over where a small crowd now is listening to Gunnar's tales. And then after, it seems like a somewhat heated discussion, the barkeep will slip through the back door and return with the actual owner of the inn. Their discussion continues till finally. Can you roll visual perception?
Jesus, it's the feds.
Alright, the discussion continues for a while until they clasp hands and then the Morite turns to leave. He returns about a minute later with two fellow initiates, and between them they are carrying a coffin.
Oh,
Oh.
interesting. Cool.
And I'm pretty sure my dog just had a spasm on the floor.
Nice.
That's
Check for poop.
probably not.
No, as in like a sleep
Dog
spasm.
dream. Yeah, dog dream spasm.
Okay.
Okay, cool. That's fucking weird, but whatever. I know that they're death god people. Do I sense the fucking evil of chaos leaking off of this thing?
Let's see. What do you have that would let you sense that?
That's a good question. I am etheretically attuned and resistant to chaos.
Alright, then you can attempt a somewhat shitty, magical sense roll, I guess.
Okay. Fucking hell. You know what? I'll buy into a win.
Okay.
Is this a motherfucking vampire? I wave my bracelet. Covered in fucking teeth.
Should I roll? Or
You're not. Are you paying attention? I thought you were busy telling.
I'm busy telling stories. I thought that magic sense thing could be like a passive thing, but
In some cases, yes. Here, no.
oh yeah, it just lets you really sense like overwhelming amounts of magical juju.
Yeah, unless you're really good at being a wizard, in which case you get to watch the strands of magic as they
Which
unfold their many colors across the land.
Which at that point you have literally Matrix vision.
Sorta. I am. Wow. That's a really high sense magic you got there.
Yep.
Sure better than 10.
Unfortunately, Vaska is upstairs.
Yes.
So
But
He's
Miro
just showing off.
is also upstairs. Yeah, I was showing off.
What are we looking at here?
there you are.
Hmm.
Sorry.
Why do I sense that Nicolas Cage is in that cop?
Yeah. Okay, no, I mean, I'm pretty sure I know what I'm looking at here.
Someone accidentally selected.
Would you
the
like
mirror
a separate
token.
perception for that?
Um.
It's like, if my guess is correct, then also that's a fucking grade A plan. I need to pull that shit sometime.
Are their names Larry, Moe, and Shemp?
Yeah.
Thank
I'll
you.
throw a
Someone-
perception. That should be a... Oh, wow. I'm going to say that should be a 40 as well.
Unfortunately, that doesn't change the answer here.
No? Okay. Alright, yeah. VC is unconcerned with them. Not even a little bit worried.
Alright.
What story should I pick up?
And they stomp around the crowd and Gunnar and upstairs into some rooms.
No worries here. Oh, I know what it is. It's full of bombs. It's all gunpowder. Treason.
What a plot.
No, only if you're in Bretonia.
No, the gunpowder plot was not French. I mean, it wasn't
Is
German
there a-
either.
Britain analog in this setting?
Yes.
Yes,
The Isle of Albion. It's currently hidden in mists.
Oh.
and it's like inhabited by like primitive Celt Irish people that are also ludicrously powerful druids.
I see.
Also, inbred hillbilly giants.
So giants.
Yes.
Good old Albion.
So can we run our next game there, or...
No, because only so many sessions of racist caricatures that one can fucking survive until you just want to stop playing.
It's true.
That doesn't stop us from playing in fucking fantasy Germany here.
True, but we're actually pretty low on the caricatures, whereas Albion, the land of inbreds and druids, would probably be steeped in it.
There's one going to be Scottish. The other one's going to be also Scottish. The other one's going to be...
Irish.
Yeah.
Well, you're... And then the third
And
kind
the other
fuck
one's going to be
sheeps.
Welsh. is for druidic power.
What do you mean, heresy? This is my wife, Sally.
And then we get on it.
Come to our great village of insert Y's and W's in a long line.
You know,
Jumba.
Frank.
Y's and
Go look at
W's and
Frank.
Q's and a smiley face emoji.
Alright, I rescind the request. Let's go.
Now, just as the initiates head upstairs, one of the Gravin's servants comes and will disentangle a chunk of the crowd around Gunnar, summoning the rest of her party to sleep and instructing the innkeeper to send meals up for them.
And then when the hound was latched onto my face, that's how I got these scars here.
Just as the last servant slips out of sight, a man slips back into sight and plonks himself down next, as close to Gunnar as the crowd allows. He is smiling broadly as he tosses a golden crown to the bartender. Now, oh god, what voice did I give him? It's loud and booming, right?
Gave him the voice of Deckard Cain.
No, that is not.
What? No.
not true at all.
He gave him
Just
the
you
voice
wait.
of
If
Bane.
Fizzy dies, I'll be playing Deckard Cain.
No, God. Please, no.
What I'll be doing is smoking from a pipe the entire time and accusing you all of being basic bitches. I'm a
Alright,
great Bretonian champion, you know, with a massive horse.
Is that Deckard Cain or Sean Connery?
What's the difference?
It's Deckard Cain. Flair, you fucking slut.
Slower, slower, slower. Too slow.
I see I've got some catching up to do. Haha. Come on, bartender. I want to be deep in as this good fellow. He points at Gunnar with the just wall of empty tankards surrounding you as everyone in the crowd is joining in the example of buying you a drink. Please roll another consume alcohol.
And here I thought that this nation couldn't make anything even relatively near my size.
I think you'll find that even if you've got me by an inch one way, I've got you a couple of others.
You know.
I think he wants you to whip out your dick.
A judicial champion is a fantastic sword fighter. Ha ha ha.
So, in the meantime, Jolka, Conrad has sort of abandoned you to go and work on, weapon blueprints. What are you getting up to?
Oh, I think I just avoided getting recruited into the Musketeer.
Pistol Pops.
Mm-hmm. Why won't anyone just join the Imperial Army? You can see the world. Go to new and
Wolf did
interesting
join the
places.
Imperial Army.
We saw the world. It turns out that it's fucking full of snow or monsters.
Or
Or
sometimes
snow
both.
monsters.
Oh yeah, and don't forget snow monsters.
One tried to kill me.
Sometimes monster snows.
Yeah, that happened too on a boat sometime. Luckily, no one was harmed, right?
Except part of my
Also,
budding
look
personality.
out, Bob! I swear, I just heard a shout of Bobby from the distance. I think your family's about to get retarded again.
Alright, so... Dead. I think you will. Actually, I probably should start working on some runes. Yeah, since we're going to be still for how many hours?
Overnight, at
Uh,
least.
Yeah. I'll do. I'll start work on a rune. I'm not exactly sure how that's supposed to.
It's a good question, and one I
Yeah.
will need a minute to get back to you about.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that.
It's fine. In the meantime, I'm sure someone can regale us all with something.
Well, I mean, I probably should try and find a nice spot away from everyone else so there isn't prying eyes.
And then there we were, in the Tsarina's palace herself, invited to this dance. We still couldn't find the driver, but we were still having a good time. And upon seeing the Tsarina herself, we were all struck a bit. Granted, we all tried to woo her. Though, much as the legends say, none of us could. Startling beauty, like a plain of fresh fallen snow. Icy cold, but beautiful to look at.
Then we saw her dick.
Though, still couldn't find our friend. Later on, we found out that he ran aground with some strategy, and things kind of went bad for him. Though we did eventually get him back with minimal bloodshed. Turns out that he was floated halfway down the river, half frozen, half dead. Though when we found him, he was still alive, and somehow, a little after me shaking him a bit, seemed to restore a bit of color to him. He was able to make a relatively full recovery. Him and his wife. And as I told you earlier, that wedding was something. I was not aware your Southerners were so vigorous in your bonding.
If you think a Kislevites woman is vigorous, you should go to Tylea, my friend.
I forgot he ended every sentence with ha ha ha.
Hold on, Talia. I start speaking fluent Chilean to him. Haven't been there myself, though I've met enough people to know your language.
Ah. Hearing it again takes me back. There was this girl I knew. Katya. I think. Oh, what does it matter? She was certainly sharp as a cat, if you get my meaning.
Damn near scratched my foreskin straight off.
Third time I nearly lost it that day alone. But where was I? Oh yes, we were still in Kislev at that story. Then we were dealing with some smugglers who we had some disagreements with. Something about trying to move some product. That didn't go properly. Things went bad, things got bloody. They tried to collapse their entire little snow fort on us. But that didn't work too well.
Hold the ceiling up, did you, big man?
Yes, I held the ceiling up and then I don't exactly remember how we got out. I know we did.
Suddenly, Elf and Icewitch feeling very underappreciated for climbing up the fucking the travel chute back to back. What was it, like an hour of climbing to get everyone out?
Some bullshit.
I don't fucking remember how we got out. I'm sure it's not very important. Fuck you. For real.
They want to hear about me. And then we moved on to the next city.
While you continue telling your stories, Jolka, I've got the rune smithing page open. Were you interested in a permanent or a temporary rune?
Let me open. Let's see which ones I got. It's been a minute to look at them.
Did you pick the rune of warding?
I don't think I could. Oh, I could have, but I think I got.
Did you not write their names in?
Wasn't it the Rune of Blood or whatever?
The rune of striking, and then the rune of armor. I didn't write the names in, but I could tell by what type it is.
Please fill the names in.
The runes of blood and piss.
I thought I did. Oh.
Oh no.
Wait, will it let me? How do I do this?
Let me.
You okay there, DCL?
Yeah, I was stretching.
A little bit of poo came out. It's fine. It's, you know when you just need to fart really badly, you just pinched one off at the end.
No, I can't say I've ever had that feeling.
You've never chanced at shit farting yourself.
No, I
No,
can't. Don't trust a fart.
Yes, Americans are taught not to trust a fart. I will say I have cracked my neck so hard that for a second I feared I broke something.
Oh, well, I mean, everyone's done that.
Like,
Anyway. Yeah. So, which rune would you like to start working on, and what would you like to inscribe it in?
Striking. Don't.
On your deck. I mean, damn it, never mind.
Yeah, it doesn't work for Jolka. No. I guess I do have a best quality hammer. Or would I have to make my own?
No, you can put it into a pre-existing one.
Okay. I guess I'll go with striking. Yeah, that's.
Alright.
Yeah. Striking on the hammer. At least until I feel. Well, I don't know. Does anyone want their weapon imbued?
Everyone
Would
turns
anyone
and
be
looks
like-
at Gunnar.
what'd I do?
Magical sword, or
I'd like a magical sword. Or
You
5.
have a magic axe.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't talk about that thing.
You have the axe of slaughter.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that's right. I got that.
You have a fucking motherfucker weapon.
I forgot we got that recently.
okay,
Where
yeah.
is that?
I didn't even
there
bother
it is.
contesting you for it because you've been gagging for a magic weapon the whole time.
I forgot about that. It's been a while, and we haven't gotten to combat since.
All right, definitely. All right, it looks like this is going to be my hammer. So,
Alright, then please mark down 1 out of 8 days towards inscription. For a permanent rune, you have to spend a full week on the inscription process. This also requires 4 hours of work, so this will be basically you working through the night, then immediately going to sleep after you're finished.
You're an artist. What's a few hours of sleep you're missing? Besides a habit.
Sleep is for the weak. You will evolve to realize you do not need it.
I'm sure that's what they thought back then.
Right, yeah, this is a dwarf. That's. Who needs to...
Live to go past 30.
And I'm pretty sure dwarves regularly live to see like 190.
Regularly is.
Dwarves are secretly immortal. They just keep working themselves to death.
That's actually it.
No, that's the opposite of it. If they keep working, they keep living. It's only when they get bored of doing their job that they start getting affected by age and then die.
There are literally stories of old dwarven rune lords who are so goddamn old that they only say, it's time for me to die. Wait, my work's not done. Back to life.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I shout at my penis too. Similar sounds happen at the same time. yeah, back to life.
I didn't need to know that.
Anyway, so yeah, that's what Jolka will be doing up in the little tower of where people are sleeping.
Or hidden away somewhere. Ding, ding, ding.
Okay, what's the room next to the dwarf?
So, you know what? I. If it fails, I know why. I started humming that.
Right. I will be back in a couple of minutes. So if any of you want to grab a drink or anything yourselves, please go.
She lies. She'll never return.
Oh no.
The darkness.
I'm now looking over Esva's sheet where she was at 4,000 experience and thinking, I wonder how she'll look when she is also at 5,000 or so.
You know what? I think I actually did write the spell names down and the sheet reset it. Pretty sure that's what I.
Wait. Could you go to the spellbook page? Go under runes. You might have written it.
No, that's where I put them. Like, I do remember when I wrote these down, I actually named them. I do remember actually going through and naming. I feel like I might have should have did armor first for some reason.
I'm back.
Hello, back.
Hello. I'm now immediately regretting my decision. So.
You know, as life goes.
That sounds really like an artist, actually.
As a dwarven runesmith, you have to keep working on this one until either you succeed or you fail.
I know.
That is the rule of time.
It's okay, I'm gonna die on this hill.
That's the dwarven spirit.
Yep, and it will happen entirely because of you, because of you having chosen weapon for...
It will fail or it will pass.
Or it'll do both gloriously.
Alright, then. So yeah, Avenclad, you've been watching the entrance for... What, you've been watching the dock for a while, right?
No, I've been inside the inn. Guarding.
Oh, you're just so you're guarding the rooms.
Yeah, there's no point guarding the docks.
Okay,
And then the feds burst in.
yeah, as a little more time passes, you will see one of the rooms that the Gravin's party has taken open, and a sort of elderly man in a silk nightgown and that little cap will lean out for seeing that you have pointy ears, and just stepping out and making his way downstairs.
Who is that rapping upon my chamber door? No shit, that's just the dwarf next door.
I suppose this is going down the stairs. I get out the chloroform.
What?
No. He just looked at me, then went downstairs. Nothing unusual.
He looked at you funny. You have to murder him. Break his arms first.
Ah, so that's what freedom means.
You're no slave now. That means if anyone gives you shit, you have to fucking beat him.
As is per.
You're no longer a slave, but now it's prison rules.
Beat his ass like a drum.
Everybody's a slave to something.
Me
To you,
to fucking A and fucking B. Boy, are they thirsty.
You are a slave to the rhythm.
Those of you downstairs will see this man in his silk nightwear head up to the bar and get
Yo, motherfucker, silk.
Do you say that to
No, but Gunnar will
You
actually...
too I feel like that's genuine. Gunner's drunk. Motherfucker, sir.
I mean, if you see the consume alcohol test, he's nowhere near drunk yet.
It is probably about time for another. Eventually you'll start failing these.
Eventually.
Gunnar got close.
I do think, actually, that one might be a failure because of the number of drinks you've had by now.
Makes sense.
I think eventually they start acting in negatives, even if you keep...
Oh dear. Also,
Here it is.
I will warn you, if you hear a weird sound coming from my background, that might just be the cuckoo clock. Or a train.
It's fine,
Two very German noises.
wow, yeah, actually, you only get penalties on, consume alcohol if you fail to consume alcohol.
Fuck yeah!
Yep, given that they're just giving you ale rather than spirits, it's...
So as I was saying, ooh, silk. As I was saying. Haven't seen that since Marienburg.
The elderly man will give a little glance in your direction and a slightly drawn smile for taking his brandy and starting to hurry back up. That's her Rechtshandler. Oh, it's such a stupid name. He's a lawyer.
A what?
You don't have them where you're from? Oh, more power to you, big man.
I've never heard the concept.
Well, up there you have your Jarls, right? They decide what's legal and what's not, right?
To a certain degree, yeah.
Here we have judges and priests of Verena, and they decide what the law is. A lawyer is someone who talks at them for a very long time to try to make them think, but the law is something that benefits the lawyer and the lawyer's client.
So you're telling me men can't even defend themselves by their own rules and laws?
Oh, that's my job. We just have to have her rectandler convince a judge that it's not completely obvious, and then bam, I get to punch someone's face for daring to accuse my lady. That's the fun part.
It sounds like a personal defense just with extra steps. It goes.
Close enough.
It should be accused, defend yourself. The judge or the jarl or whatever you wish to call him down here decides what the punishment should be. If you wish to prove your innocence, you can do it via a trial, whether it be a trial by combat, conquest, or well guild if it's just a minor enough crime. Seriously, how do you live down here without well guild? It's such a simple concept.
I don't know what that is.
Okay. Say you kill a man, or someone kills one of your friends. You either can challenge him for blood, or the Jarl or whomever sets a certain price of what his life was worth. The offender pays it, and all is well.
Ah. So like a fine.
I suppose to a degree. I mean, some social classes were without well guild, such as a seer or a king. But say someone killed your son. Either they
I'd
pay,
cut his head off in the street.
that is an option, or you could demand well guild from him in the form of either payment or another method which is apparently very frowned upon.
Alright. While you two continue that discussion, Feezy heads upstairs shortly after the lawyer, and yeah, you get up to the direction of the rooms. Avenclad is lurking. Skow,
Yes, sorry. I head off to bed.
okay, no comment on Avenclad lurking outside, but
No, he's just doing as an Avenclad do. I'm like not concerned at all. Why would it be weird for me to see this man and doing a protect? That's what
Yeah,
he do.
I even up nod as she passes by.
Yeah.
To be fair, Avon is just known for lurking.
Yeah.
fair enough.
It is easy to sleep when you have Avenclad the Merciless watching your doors.
Literally just staring at your face while you sleep.
that would make it somewhat challenging, yes.
Bare ass naked, covered in oil.
Is this a dream that Gunnar wants to talk about? Because I'm starting to get concerned.
No.
Anyway, so yeah, shortly after Fizzy is into her room, Avenclad, yeah, that room the lawyer had come out of, couple of minutes later, another man, heavily wrapped in, a travelling cloak will step up and knock on it. He glances in your direction with slight confusion and suspicion.
This T-pose at him menacingly.
Shrug. Always a shrug resolves. Shrugging resolves every problem ever.
I simply look at him, acknowledge him, and then look away.
But, shortly thereafter, the door opens and he slips into the lawyer.
Room's getting a lot of traffic. Not know that this lawyer was some type of courtesan.
And a couple of minutes later, a couple of similarly heavily clad travellers will come upstairs and head into a room to the far end of the hall.
Fair enough.
Now, could you be a dear and roll me an audio perception test?
Audio perception. Oh boy.
I thought you were telling me to drink more.
Audio perception is not the
Negative
best.
10 because of Jolka's little tap tap tap.
Oof.
He
Alright.
is humming the Dwarven national anthem, the Anvil chorus.
Didn't I make perception? Did I not? Perception is intelligence, right?
Let me look at your character sheet.
Why do I have to... Okay, oh yeah, that's why. Okay. Yeah. Minus 10, 28%.
DCL.
Yeah.
Do you not have any talents?
I do? Why?
Why are they not on your character sheet?
Did the character sheet fuck up?
Oh, they're on the career stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm pretty sure that elves have a racial talent that gives them a bonus to
It's for
perception.
vision. It's vision-based perception, not hearing.
Yeah. Vision specifically.
Okay.
And with the minus 10 from Tappa, I am not the most perceptive elf.
Right, would you like to, fortune reroll?
I might as well since I'm about to go to bed. Let me put the minus 10 again. Ah, that's painful.
You could buy in. You
Can
do
I?
have
What?
to. I'm looking at your sheet. You have
Okay.
two. It would cost both of them for the night, but you could.
Sure.
Alright. So yeah, from your, position out here, as you noted, that room has gotten a fair bit of traffic. You can hear, just conversation from within. At first it's a little too quiet to, make out properly, but as it goes on, the voices are getting raised. I will not be blackmailed, sir! You don't have a choice, old man. Or do you want the lovely Gravine to hear? I will not! And then, silence.
Okay, I guess it's time to sneak closer a little bit and see what else I can't hear. I'm curious.
Alright. Let me have a look. So, it does look like you've had the thing where a couple of the skills you're trained in have, been set so they appear untrained. Like your silent move and your concealment.
Wow, okay, no, okay, so... Come on, guys, it's me. We both know I have those skills.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set those back to train, because I have those skills.
Yeah. Could you tap your silent move for me?
Yes.
Right. You can get.
You do
close
not need
enough,
training.
and
I was about to buff those up, actually. Actually, that's the thing. I'm pretty sure I buffed up Perception or Silent Move, and now the thing does not have it on, so I'll have to recount my XP later again. That's for later. Moving now.
Yeah. Yeah, you're able to slip in close with no difficulty, and you do. You're already listening fairly intently to what's going on, and you are aware. You are familiar with the sounds of a man's last breath and of a blade stabbing into flesh over and over.
Uh-huh. Well.
Well, I guess that's happening. So something blackmail. I will not be blackmailed. Now knife stabs. Right then. Little lost as to what I should do here. I think it's a little too late to try to get involved.
You're your own man. You can do
I
whatever
am.
you want.
Jeez, I can get involved if I want.
Know that because you work for me, you're also tax deductible.
No, I want to go in and say like any man who has to kill clandestine is up to no good. But I've already done that like at least twice, so I wouldn't have a pedestal to.
Yeah,
talk.
in fact, we've specifically sprung from the rooftops to do a hacking murder. Remember
When was this?
when we killed the Ice Witch Inquisitor?
Basically, when I assassinated the Ice Witch, literally clandestine waited and ambushed.
Yes, pot, meat, kettle.
Yeah, pot me kettle.
So do you go and like shake their hand like, "Oh, I appreciate your work"?
I see that you are a gentleman of taste as well.
So, are you going to just listen at the doorknob still, or are you?
Fuck.
I need a plan of action, or I'm going to assume you're just going to be standing there.
Faffing.
Fuck it. Let's see if I can at least try to help a little bit. I'll knock on the door.
Room service?
Basically.
You hear a stabbing stop, and then a semi-muffled gurgle. Or just a minute. I'll be with you in a moment. I've spilt my brandy on my sleeve.
By the way, I'm.
Oh, it was the fucking. It's the fucking nerd, the lawyer, who did a hacking stab. Holy shit!
Didn't think he had it in him.
By the way.
Go ahead.
I wonder how violent I should make this. You know, I'll wait for an explanation.
Halt, you are violating the law.
Alright, yeah, dude, about 30 seconds later, the door is opened slightly. You can see the elderly face of the lawyer. True to his word, he is wearing a different silken dress.
The Wait, what was this description again?
A relatively
heard-
old man with a silken nightgown and cap.
I almost thought you said Elven Sylvan Warrior. I'm like, wait, what? I was like, whoa, what just happened?
Yes, his glamour fell, and he's a wood elf warrior. Good job.
Rebellion. Never mind.
I,
Esva steps out.
Yeah, keep doing what you.
Fancy meeting you, fucking hair.
unfortunately, no. As nice as that would be, that was just you mishearing.
Yeah, that was this me hearing.
She's doing fine. By now that she's probably in amongst the sylvan trees.
So at
Everything is great.
the same time, I should not involve myself. I am somewhat of a free man now and have my own agency. That agency leads me to you.
Young man, if you require legal assistance, I must inform you I'm currently fully occupied and held on retainer.
I'm sure you can make time for such legal matters, because I would like to question the legality of stabbing a man in your room after threatening blackmail.
Awkward.
I feel like I should have you make.
And then he stabs you.
Yeah, he could try.
So here's the question: are you trying to scare him? Because that sounds like you're trying to.
You know what? I can make an intimidation roll.
Yeah.
Ah, just barely.
All right, you fail.
Do you have a fortune point?
No fate. I only have 2.
He had to spend both of them getting to this point.
Wow.
He glares at you and then goes to slam the.
As he goes to slam the door, I will keep it open with my foot. And I guess at this point I'm pushing open the door.
Alright, let's go for an opposed strength.
Let's see if the dice are in my favor. Oh yeah, they're in my favor.
They are. You slam the door open and he falls backwards. The cry on his guards! An elven assassin! Help me!
I'm gonna keep him quiet before he gets a chance to yell that.
How would you like to shut him up? Stab him.
And not stabbing him right away. I, because of my champion, I actually have expertise in hand-to-hand combat. I can keep him silent by cupping his mouth with my hands.
Alright, you are going to have to make me an attack roll to get your mouth. Not your mouth, your hands.
Get your mouth around something, boy.
Lip to old lip.
Or you're just gonna suck it. Or you're just gonna suck the breath from his lungs so he can't talk.
He's gonna suck something.
To be fair, that's the most metal way to silence someone, is to place your mouth and then just go. Just watch them suffocate because your lungs are so much more powerful.
Damn, when you feel like that, you're not even wrong.
Damn.
My god,
So,
that's
yeah.
metal as shit.
Just, you watch them turn inside out like a finished juice box.
Oh god.
He goes careening backwards and you keep up with him. As he opens his mouth, drawing in a breath to yell, you cover it with your gauntlet. The old man seems to be at your mercy.
No. You're going to explain to me why you had this man killed. If I do not like your answer, I will take your life and replace for his. You're going to stay very, very quiet. I assure you my hand is faster than your lungs. I'm going to move my hand away from your mouth now. Make the wise choice. And just so that I don't have to really compete with speed, I will take a dagger and put it up to his neck.
Oh god.
Alright. So, as you do so, the bottom of your boots start feeling a little warm.
Oh?
So a small puddle is forming around the old.
Ah. Seems almost right in saying it's too late for that man.
I'm pretty sure he pissed himself.
Oh.
Yeah, that
I
was
thought
that was
blood.
we.
Also, just to make
Yes,
sure, a
yes.
quick check around the room. He was alone, right?
Yep, there is a large travelling chest against a corner that is seems to have been forced to close over around something large.
Did he just hitman someone?
He didn't finish changing outfits. Wait, is this? Wait, quick! Make a second perception test. It might be that this is actually the young man, and for some reason, because he changed clothing, you're like, nope, it's totally different.
Oh my god,
Completely
you might-
hairless,
you might be
tattoo-necked man.
You might be right.
Look, all humans look the fucking same, dude, and I'm not the only one.
Can I roll for eye squint?
Sure.
1847.
Nope, it's this old man.
Of course.
Completely the old man.
Good.
I love that. I love the idea that that you could just play as the Agent 47 method, where you just changed clothes and people are like, don't know who this fucking hairless, totally terrifying young man is doing dressed as the older guy who should have been here with hair.
But obviously it's the same person. Yeah.
Yeah. You have thoroughly overpowered him. You're holding him at dagger point. And do you lift your hand now? Let him speak.
Yes.
He was a thug and a blackmailer. I had no choice.
Wait. Just to make sure, he wasn't the one saying I won't be blackmailed.
The old man was saying, I will not be blackmailed.
So why is he the one who's alive?
Because he's defended himself.
Yeah, because he's just proven no, he won't be blackmailed, and then he will shiv the guy trying to blackmail him to death. I feel like nothing gets your point across like a literal point.
I'm going to carry him along with me and figure out where the body was that he just got done stabbing.
What, do you just
Alright.
pick him up like a small baby and just carry him around the room, just really rubbing just how powerless he is?
Well, I obviously don't want to let him go so he can yell or get away.
Okay, so you look around. There is this large traveling chest, but
Is unlocked, I assume. I will slowly open it with my feet.
alright. Yeah, when you kick the latch open, it almost bursts, revealing a large corpse in a travelling cloak, with at least 20 stab wounds in his chest and belly, and a stiletto still buried in his heart.
Bit excessive, but I like his style.
I did say here you say you wouldn't be intimidated.
Pull his left sleeve up. That mark should be on his arm.
Before that, I have some more questions. Things don't completely add up. You're a man of the law, and one that doesn't exactly strike an intimidating pose. How did you manage to overpower this man and kill him so quickly?
That appearance, sir, is enough to give me an edge of surprise.
Even if you got that surprise and that was all you needed to kill him, why did you keep stabbing? It's not the act of a man trying to defend himself.
He kept fighting. He kept trying to push me off. I needed him to stop. I needed him to be still and be dead. Not. Oh
Hold yourself
God!
together.
Sigma, preserve me.
I'm not sure I buy this. But really, anything I have to, like, look past lies is not good.
You could roll perception against a lawyer.
I'll try.
Try to catch a lawyer lying.
Catch a. Well, no, yeah, that's easy. Wait for him to speak.
Things don't completely add up. Like, for instance, when he came to the door and he was talking to me, he seemed way too composed, correct?
I'm waiting for a perception roll.
Alright. I'll make a perception roll. Oh.
And this will be opposed by his fellowship plus 10.
100, because experienced lawyer.
He pretty much. Woo!
Alright,
Damn. Fuck. Well,
you give him a look over and it does just look like finally the shock has worn off and the reality of I just killed a man is starting to hit this silk-wearing lawyer.
but I do know he is a lawyer. A man of the laws of these lands. If someone was trying to blackmail you, why not simply use your laws to protect yourself? In fact, when does a lawman do the dirty work himself?
Just fucking lawyer at him.
Oh.
That he answers down. There are certain charges where one must not simply show there is doubt of one's guilt. One must show one is innocent beyond belief. And even a shred of evidence would... even if I escaped the pyres, I would be ruined. I could never work for the Gravian again.
I squint. As for this mark on him, I'm gonna do a quick check over his body to make sure he doesn't have any weapons.
The corpse?
No, the guy I'm holding.
Yeah, you can do that. He, does have a, little sheath, bundled up in, the belt of his nightgown, but the dagger that would fit in it appears to be very thoroughly buried inside of the corpse.
Alright. So we have a situation where a man who claims he did it in an act of self-defense stabbed a guy, hit his body, opened the door calmly. I didn't start freaking out until after I overpowered him. So even though I believe that he's probably feeling the shock of murdering, I don't think everything's still on the level. I don't know what possessed me to get myself involved in this, now that I am involved. Alright, I'm gonna still keep manhandling him and look for the symbol he said was on his arm. His hand.
Yep. When you, you pull off the, corpse's overcloak and tear open its shirt. Indeed, on its left arm there is a symbol of either a letter O or a human eye surrounding a stylized U.
I owe you.
Is that literally what it is?
Let me just... Give me a minute to sketch it out for you.
Guys.
First,
Doesn't-
there's this very spherical shape here. And then this. Some might say it's almost sausage-like. And then it... There you go.
How's that, Mersey?
Completely wrong.
Okay.
Can you please stop drawing, guys?
Okay, I'll stop.
Like, if I say I'm going to sketch something out, I really need you guys to not.
I'm guessing that is certainly a symbol I've never seen before.
That seems like a reasonable assumption. You have lived in the north. But it is definitely a symbol.
What would even be the remotely relevant skill check?
For fuck's sake.
Okay, straight up, that's not me.
Yeah, no, it's in Savin's color, and it's a horse deck.
I was trying not to validate its existence by Sark's Ford.
Fucking having a Muttley moment.
I was about to make a silly
And
joke.
now we'll win the wacky races, Mudley.
Alright,
Was this close to
you
making
could try, I guess, a knowledge empire or a knowledge cults roll if you have cults. I know you don't have cults, but you know someone could if it was
I guess
mentioned
I'll-
to them. Just
Guess I'm making an int roll. Nope.
Wow.
Maybe he was a devotee of Ulrich. Ulrich begins with a U.
Shrug. I've never seen this symbol before. However, more than
It is the sigil of the Ordo Ultima. They're an evil cult.
more than what I can learn from a person's symbol on his hand. I'm saying this. I'm not saying this in character. I can learn more about them from the weapons that they use. What was this man equipped with? What kind of armor and clothing?
No armor other than his thick traveling gear. But if you examine him for weapons, there are several daggers and a. And though he didn't have a sword on him, he does have a full sword belt.
How fit does his body look for combat now that it's been before it was ruined for swords? If he's somebody who's trying to intimidate somebody else, he should be pretty decently trained, correct? Or at least somewhat capable?
Yeah. He's got a lean build. In a lot of ways like your own. Not obviously muscled, but you can recognize there would be a strength and speed in it.
Actually, now that I mention it, I did pat down Lawyer Boy. What about him? Does he feel like somebody who spent his life lazing about behind a desk, or does he actually have a warrior's built to him?
Yeah, you did examine him. He's got a fair layer of muscle. Not a mighty strength, but perhaps more than you would expect from someone who has just been working as a mere lawyer.
Something does not add up here.
That's such a red herring. I can feel it in my bones.
Yeah,
So Merz is now fucking with you.
I don't trust you. Do you know what I do to things that I do not trust?
You put them to bed and leave them alone?
If only you would be so lucky and blessed by the gods. But I'm going to give you a chance. I want to hear the story. The real story. And keep in mind, I do not believe the tune you've already sung for me. Start explaining yourself.
Very, very well. Well, when I was younger, at university, I experimented in some ways. I challenged the orthodoxy of certain things, and I made friends I have come to regret. He nods at the corner. I didn't know quite how bad they were, but I thought it was a social club. We would meet. We would have dinners together. Meet young women. You know, all of the sorts of things that most of the out of university societies do. But he got closer to graduating. They were getting more debauched, and I came to suspect they were heretics. And
Yes.
I left the society before I was asked to do such a thing, but he just glances at the mark on the arms, on the corpse's arm. I was still associated with them, and they thought if they threatened into revealing who I had associated with to the Gravine, she would, well, throw me out or have me arrested.
Your grandstand certainly sounded genuine enough from the other side of the room.
I had always been a little scared, so he points a finger at the stiletto. I made sure I was never without protection, and it paid off. He thought I was unarmed, just unprotected.
You said you
So
went to...
I stabbed him in the belly, and then he fell backwards, and he couldn't get up. He could just try to wrestle me, so I kept stabbing him. I needed to, after I'd done it once. What else was I going to do? I needed to kill him, and then you were there, lurking out there. I couldn't get rid of him. You.
Okay, so here's me leaning into fighter knowledge. So I could hear them loud enough to hear them talking. Yeah, after the first stab, his body supposedly hit the ground, and I didn't hear anything. Does that exactly add up?
If you landed on something soft, then yeah.
So I guess I'll check the bed. Is there any blood there? One that looks like he landed on it and was continuously stabbed?
Yeah, if you pull back the covers, then, yeah, a cursory examination will show that the mattress has been flipped and the other side is slick with almost fresh.
But he didn't yell out when he was stabbed. Is there any stab wounds on the neck?
No stab wounds, but there is a bruise.
A bruise?
As if he had been struck with something on the throat.
So you said you stabbed him in the stomach. I heard no yelp of pain from somebody getting knifed.
I don't know why he... I don't know why he didn't say anything, just...
Slowly inch the knife forward. I squint at him.
Fine, I'm a master of karate.
Oh, you know, why didn't you say so? I love monks.
I've studied for years with the dragon monks of the World's Edge Mountains.
Linda, do you know you're actually pointing that knife at your own throat? And you look down, and you are!
I don't like that, so slowly push the dagger in just enough to let it bleed a little. Intimidate him.
No.
Oh, why? I don't know why he kept smiling.
Smiling? I look at the corpse again.
It's a corpse. Its expression is corpse.
Did you just say its expression is corpse?
Corpse-like.
Mechanics? I thought bodies could die with expressions on their faces.
Yeah, especially if they've David Carradine to themselves. Then you get to see their happy face.
So yeah, I guess he didn't die with a smile frozen on his face.
No, his expression is like a it looks just like a resting.
Does he have a resting bitch face?
A little bit.
So we have a story where you seem conveniently free of guilt and sin, and just protecting yourself from someone trying to blackmail you. You stabbed them, clean and efficient enough that they had no chance to make a sound, or chose not to make a sound, that they couldn't overpower you. And then you kept stabbing them, supposedly just to make sure they were put down. Alright, then I suppose I have one of last questions for you. You seem like a smart man. You said you did a good job protecting yourself. Do you know what happens when you kill a man sent to intimidate? The organization does not simply forget.
Yes, but he glances back at the trembling chest for a moment. The man downstairs, the redhead. I was going to try to hire him.
Seems odd you would hire a bodyguard in retrospect.
But there is still two more of those cultists here. He didn't come alone. God, they might be. No, with you. interrogating me this much, they might be starting to wonder where he is.
Then I suppose what I'm to do is simple. We wait for them. If what you're saying is true and they try to take your life, then I will protect you. If not, then I will take your life myself just to keep you quiet. Don't trust you completely.
Please don't kill me. I'll pay you.
Stop your groveling. Simple. I will slowly put my knife away, but I'm going to state now that if he tries anything, I quick draw. He doesn't know that.
I guess just give me a minute.
This session started out fun and suddenly took a turn for the grim.
I mean, it always has to eventually.
I don't know, an old man pissed on himself. That's pretty great for me.
By the way, I've specifically not gotten anybody else involved just in case the lawyer goes like, yeah, fucking arrest this guy.
But then we can't be involved.
Exactly. I'm trying not to get you all arrested.
No, but
Again.
now we can't do anything. We're just sat here.
So, I mean, several of you chose that yourselves with your, curl up in your rooms and do projects.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't know fun things were
Aw.
gonna happen.
Also, be right back a second.
I'm just going to level with you. How often do I go into this much detail with a tavern?
I thought the plot was
No.
going to be involved with the noble lady, and then we said no thank you, and then we would just get underway.
I was sort of in the same idea, but oh
I'm
well.
back. I'm
Mistakes have been made. I'm pretty tired anyway, so.
I mean, even then, it's not like any of us are doing anything out of character. It's just like, this is what
This
Vaska
is
always
true.
does. This is what Jolka always does. This is
Yeah,
gonna
I
be
stayed up
4
extra
minutes.
late and observed people coming in and went, you know what? No, they're all boring and not worth my problem, and moved the fuck on
Yeah.
with my life.
I decided to try to play Vigilante, and now I'm in trouble.
You should come involve the rest of us.
I'm okay. In character, I would. I mean, out of character, I would. In character, I'm not going to. In case this blows over.
I'm also just going to level with you. This is a very, very simple encounter. There is not much point.
Yeah, freaking Avenclad is more than confident that he can handle 2 randos, even if they're super good cult gods.
mean-
Actually, I'm just going to set up. I'm going to draw a quick sketch on that.
Would you like to get AIDS?
For a
Because
sec.
that's how you get AIDS. You fight super cultists.
It's true.
Yep, that sounds like how you get AIDS.
You have AIDS, oh you have AIDS, not HIV, but full-blown AIDS.
I have no
I
idea
remember
what that
that
song.
episode of Family Guy.
That was Family Guy because of Barbershop Quartet singing. Like, well, I don't know how to break the news to you, so I'm going to have this Barbershop Quartet.
I'll just be back in 2 minutes, okay?
Okay, that gives me an excuse to go get a drink.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, one thing I do miss a bit about map tools, which is something I used back in yon day, is that you could set a token so would show two different names, one to the players and one to the GM. So then I could, just
Oh,
if I wanted to have a hidden super powerful dude without revealing it to you guys at all, I could set it so I can keep track of which one that is, and you have no idea.
Wait, what?
Unfortunately, that is not the case here. One name is... Yeah.
Well, then you just don't put names on anybody.
Yeah, but that just gets annoying. Alright then, Avenclad, how long are you actually going to wait?
I can sleep on the barge. I assume we're going on tomorrow.
Alright, yeah. After a little bit, maybe a half hour or so, the lawyer getting increasingly antsy. You do indeed hear a rap.
And then hot fire spot.
Yeah. I'll whisper to him and say, "Stay clear of the door. Don't try anything on either of us."
He will not. I'm just going to move you over to here real quick. He's gonna go hide in a corner.
Oh, hey, I remember that guy. He's the one who signed Wolf's death warrant.
No, he isn't.
I'll go to the door and I'm going to ask who is it, but when I do, after I do, I will quickly move to the side just so he doesn't get a trace of where I'm at. In case he does want to, just shoot down the door.
They're cultists, man. Subtleties, their thing.
Yeah, so I'll ask, who is it?
There is a pause to say for a moment, and let's just roll them.
He just figures it's the wrong door and fucks off.
The easiest solution. I mean, if they were confident, they would never even question that.
Yeah.
Well, it's more like, can they really? Yeah. You do sound different from an old man, an old human man. That's not something you can really argue about, I'm afraid.
No, I totally do. I'm saying that that the case of them going, "Oh, we must have gotten the wrong room," would be hilarious.
You know who we are. Open up.
Suppose I do. I wonder how much of a big of a scene they're willing to make. I'll open the door.
Alright.
And I'll be prepared. Ah, spellcasting.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, I'll be honest, I forgot about spellcasting.
Ah. Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Yay.
As you open the door, you'll see a couple of heavily figures clad in heavy traveling gear. One of whom is pointing a hand at you, clenching around what looks like an arrowhead napped from bone. And as his eyes turn black, there's a little fizz, and he drops the arrowhead.
Yeah, no. Time to attack. Guess this is where we roll for initiative.
Yep.
Goddamn one.
Can people in like adjacent rooms try perceptioning to hear that a fucking fight's occurring?
We will see how quickly Avenclad resolves.
That's a good point.
See.
He has the power to just step in and decapitate each of them with a single blow. But let's not forget.
Snap him like Slim Jim.
Ooh, yeah!
That's the spirit.
Man, isn't that sad? I got a 1, he got a 10, and it still doesn't matter.
But they're still puny mages.
I forget, is the Axe of Slaughter a two-hander or a one-hander?
It's a two-hander, and you were instructed to leave it in your room
Of course.
because it's a two-hander.
Yes. Then I would have the black sword and probably just my normal sword.
Alright. But I almost put them in the order they rolled. That's... Then yeah, Avenclad, you act first. You've got the door.
Yeah, let's move close and take care of the potential magic one first. So
The magic user is Thug 2.
yeah. Okay, so I'll try to move up and attack Thug 2. Try to keep it quiet. Let's just pull out the black sword and try to attack.
Sure.
Boop.
They do not have dodge blow trained. Wait, no. Yes, they do.
Ah,
God damn it, this character sheet fucker.
the character sheet's fucking up his effective assault. I am very salty at the fact that I'm gonna have to count 5,000 worth of EXP again just to make sure everything's in order.
Yeah. I'm glad I can tell, like... Okay, if the number says it should be trained, then they're actually trained even if it doesn't... Even if the training column has been fucked, but that's still infuriating. Right. He tries to back up from your thrust, but you catch him. Go ahead and give me damage.
Ah,
Alright, then...
cut off that arm you tried to spellcast me with.
yeah, you stab deep into it.
Fortunately, if I remember correctly, you can't do full all-out attacks if you have to move, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so that was my 1 for that one.
Right, you did tell the lawyer to stay out of the way, so he...
Yep.
The thug... Well, I mean...
Jesus Christ!
Unfortunately for me, that doesn't make the, that doesn't make it a better attempt at channeling, just... It's a really, really good... Alright, it's time they spit the words between gasps of pain and arrow of inky darkness flies from their right fingertips, striking you in the leg, but I don't think that's going to actually do anything through your armor.
Oh, if it does not go through toughness, then no.
Unless it says it does not.
Then no, it does nothing.
Right, it splashes around. What type of armor do you have? Is it chain? Or
I have chain and
plate
leather.
or what? Yeah, yeah. It splashes off of the chain, although it does melt some of the fabric you were wearing over it. The other guy pull a hand weapon out and try to cut you down. But, crazy elf Norscan martial champion that you are, he's not. He never really had a chance of landing that blow.
But he tried.
Yeah, so I guess this is the part where you kill them both.
Unless roll 20 fucks me real bad.
Give me that
So,
100.
let's
Come on,
see.
give me that 100.
Nope. 14 to the head on thug number 2.
Alright, yeah, you cut squarely through his throat and he falls in a gurgle.
Alright. Let's try thug number 3.
Number
No,
one.
thug number 1.
Yes, one just appears.
Oh wait, I forgot that. Thug number 2 is the one that does have dodge. I'll give it a go.
Hail Mary.
Nope.
No.
And
Fucking hell, are you just going to decapitate both of them?
apparently,
You said it yourself. In a single fucking sweep, just behead them both.
oh yeah, that one's a 17.
Yeah, you.
Behead the two of them?
Yeah. So
Exactly as she said.
Stepped up, stabbed one in the arm, then with a single swing, tore through both of their throats, leaving their heads attached only by a flap of skin.
I'm convinced that's less a rapier and more like one of those like elven scimitars you can look up on Google.
Then,
It
you know,
absolutely is, yeah. Good job.
Yep. And then I suppose we'll try to catch both of the bodies before they fall too much and bring them back into the room.
Alright. Just gonna move you back over to the main map now that the little skirmish is done, and there are 3. So there's now an old man, an elven former slave, and 3 corpses in this bedroom.
Yep.
And that's
Fine.
how rumors
Slanesh
get
would
started.
go wild over this.
This sounds like the beginning of the Hangover Warhammer edition.
Well, now, it seems your story has more credibility now that some more have tried to take your life. Considering they did not give me the chance for conversation, I can't say I very much buy into their side.
I told you as much. They're foul cultists.
Well, at least now these 3 won't be able to bother you. However, that still does not speak for the organization trying to chase you. Hopefully they're not too big.
Well, when we arrive at the capital, I can have protection. I can call on Chantus.
That judicial champion, Bruno Flake, he was already hired by somebody, right?
Bruno
By
Franks.
the Gravi.
He's the goodest good guy here.
Isn't he hired by,
Supposedly.
isn't he hired by somebody else?
Yes, by this lawyer's boss.
Ah.
And the lawyer's boss is a very important woman. The mere thought that you might insult her by any insinuations, I'll just add before you make such insinuations, will get you dueled.
I'll be right back a second. Let me go fetch the champion.
So, you, so you're going to be heading downstairs. So, just a brief catch up. Gunnar, another consume alcohol test, please.
Oh God. Will this be the one? Oh, sorry. I was trying to do another thing, but that worked. I'm convinced that is what his sword actually looks like.
It uses rapier statistics because that's what sabers use, but it is definitely more of a saber with a barbed false edge. Yeah, you are just drinking merrily. Most of the crowd has dispersed, but you and Bruno are still just enjoying your slugs of ale.
Some of the crowd are mildly disturbed that this apparently very young man is this battle-worn and has apparently a liver of pure ground roll.
Ram. An entire nation is perturbed about that. You're causing a fucking religious schism.
What else is new? What else is new in the Empire?
You're
And that's more
underselling this.
Luthor Hess is causing it, and Gunnar is a rallying point for the opposition to the Puritan Orthodox.
And then Gunnar and Luthor meet each other, and after 3 hours of polite civil conversation, they resolve to just simply a headbutting contest.
I mean, they are both Ulricans still.
No,
No,
Luthor is a Sigmarite. He is
Oh.
the Sigmarite.
Oh,
I
he's
was
that.
about to
You're right.
say,
Yeah, sorry.
he's not a follower of Urlik. That would be too easy. He's a fucking Puritan Sigmarite.
He's like what Snippy wishes to roleplay as every time, but doesn't really get that chance because no one wants to listen to him scream for days.
I die for the Emperor!
Yeah.
Then yeah, Avenclad. Actually, as you head down, it's just
Just what?
call this a perception test on your
Okay.
visual based. You'll get all of those appropriate elfy positive.
Ah, nope.
Awesome.
I mean, I hope a man named Bruno is not too hard to pick out from the crowd.
No, he is. When they're sitting down, he looks taller than Gunnar. When they're standing, Gunnar is very slightly. They are titans among lesser men.
Either way, the point is
And the amount of beers on the counter kind of confirms that.
Bruno drunk?
A little. He does not have Gunnar's toughness, but he is still cognizant. He has, however, gotten a little irritating since he started getting this drunk. Gunnar, as whenever one of your stories mentions a maiden, he is launching discussions about how you should have seduced her and made off with her chastity.
On second thought, I'm rethinking even bringing Bruno onto this. Okay, I'll just turn around and be like, you know what? Let's not deal with him right now.
Fair enough.
I'll go back to the lawyer.
The lawyer, when you get back, the lawyer has removed the corpse from the traveling traveling chest. Just laid all three of them out. You're back. What are we going to do with them?
It seems the champion is a bit indisposed with alcohol at the moment. As for the bodies of the cultists,
You mean he's still downstairs? I thought you were going to knock on his room.
I was until I saw that he was rather intoxicated.
Gravin will be most displeased.
Well, either way, for safety's sake, I have no doubt that a man of your standing can explain away the situation when the morning comes. Of course, no one's going to believe that you killed 3 bodies on your own, less a slight against you and more just, well, you know.
Of course, I can call on you. Right. That he points at thug number 2. That was dark magic. There's no question of it.
There's no question of it. It was dark magic. I shall stay and protect you for the night until the champions can take over. The champion is hired by your boss, after all, correct?
Yes. The Gravin von Liebwin.
I don't care what story you care to spin, as long as it does not fall back on me or mine. Once you're under the protection of them, I will leave on with my comrades. Fortunately, I cannot be your bodyguard. And make sure to see this to the end.
Now, everyone upstairs, just after that is said, can you roll me an audio perception?
Roger.
Sure, what's the negative for actually being asleep?
-30 for the initial sound.
Then there is no
into
point
a
in me
success.
rolling.
Damn,
You
Vaska,
still
I
get
would
an
need a
@1.
1. You know what? Sure.
damn, Vaska, you were perceptive as fuck.
No, I do not get an @1.
Alright, but, yeah, this is only something those upstairs need to roll for. Avenclad, this does include you.
Okay. Oh wait, you mean we weren't talking about my noise?
No. This is something that happens just coincidentally after you finish.
Nope.
God, why is your perception that low?
Because I have a bunch of other things I trained.
However, Gunnar and Bruno and those who are still in the bar, you need to make no roll to hear the bar door being kicked down by a Destria.
By a what?
And Destria,
Oh.
a knight's charge.
I know. I didn't. You cut out for me.
Sorry. Well, wasn't sure if that was cutting out or you
Yeah,
not recognizing the term.
I mean, come on.
Yes, the bar door is kicked open, and a trio of black-clad, rough-looking men storm in, followed shortly thereafter by a man with a jeweled rapier on one hip, a barbed horsewhip in hand, and clad in the finest of noble's garb.
So an utter douchebag.
Or a Belmont.
I mean, not one of the.
He
Not,
could look like a Belmont, yes.
those are not mutually exclusive after the Netflix series.
I like the Netflix series.
Look, he's a lovable douchebag, but he's still a
But
douchebag.
yes, he is a perfect example of how a douchebag can be a protagonist. I won't call him a hero, but a protagonist.
Hey, he saved Wallachia, and I love him to tears. It's just, yeah.
He's kind of a douche.
Literally has the line, eat shit and die. Oh, wait, no, that was Dracula.
Anyway. So yeah, actually, Bob, are you still here and alive?
Babo.
I am.
Audio perception, please.
Oh,
You can say he is our.
Also, I'd just like to reiterate that I bought into a success.
Bobblehead. You there?
Yes.
yeah. Wow.
Would you like to re-roll that?
Yes.
You were lost in the forge.
Just fell asleep.
You fell
Choose-
asleep, but you're still hammering.
It's the
Choose-
sweetest
That's how
nursery rhyme
dwarves
of
do
all.
sleep normally? I don't know what you're talking about.
That's soothing clank, 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 just right off the drain time.
You know, I just realized how some dwarves, especially dwarven runesmiths, can stay alive for so long. That hammer beat substitutes their own heartbeat.
Well,
That's how they keep the blood
you
pumping.
accidentally did a plus 10, but a 16 is... So,
Clearly
Rule's upstairs. Everyone except for the two elves, one of whom is busy being culpable for triple self-defense, and the other is asleep.
Like, he fucking
You're-
self-defensed them to fucking hell.
Yeah. And they did shoot first with dark magic. To
Castle
boot,
Doctrine,
so-
Castle Doctrine, stab, stab.
But yeah, the two humans in the dwarf will hear the crash of the door being kicked down. So Gunnar, despite your drinks, you're relatively sober. You're probably the most sober man here, as this nobleman is stepping in with his barbed horsewhip and
It's
an
true. I'm
evil-looking sneer.
It's true.
Thank you for clearing that he's definitely a baddie, too.
It's true. I'm drunk off murder.
So Gunnar's just sitting there, just still very road weary. The gauntlets and everything, mug to his mouth. Does he look like he's looking for someone? No, he just straight up asks Bruno without turning around. He looks like he's looking for someone, isn't he?
As Bruno goes to speak, the nobleman just cuts out the voice that's definitely used to command. So, has anyone seen Friedrich von Freefrauke here?
What?
For once, it's not me. Okay.
You're like, whoa, okay.
Bruno will give you an understanding clap on the shoulder.
It's like, hey, usually it's me they're coming for too.
Oh,
Friedrich von Freefrauke. No volunteers.
I can't say that'd be a rather memorable name. By the way, who is that guy? Was that the lawyer? Out of character.
No, you haven't heard his name.
By the moment,
The lawyer is Rechtshandler.
the minute he used the word volunteers, he was instantly a baddie.
And he is pointing at people with the barbed whip. The bar staff will approach, doffing their cap. No, sir. No, there's no man of that name here. And then the lashing sound. The bar worker falls back, clutching at his cheek. Lying to a baronet is punishable by death. But I feel merciful tonight. Perhaps you simply didn't see him, but his boat's outside. So my boys and I are going to be looking for him.
And what is your name?
I am Thomas von Pramhandler.
We're like,
I just looked at Bruno. Are all their names that pretentious?
Yes.
I bet he's very sensitive about it.
Pramhandler. What? Do you go after the newborn?
Oh.
Well, he said it.
So now let me just
How about we all just have a pint? You calm down. We talk about it.
You don't whip everybody.
I don't have to whip you.
Both of them just like fucking random, like, oh, I'm sure we're fine. Thank you for coming to get me.
Can I just break one of his legs?
So, Gunnar, as you are saying that, several more of the bar staff are emerging from back rooms. Couple of them are pulling little stout truncheons from their belts. While the nobleman is strutting back and forth, pointing at everyone with his whip, waiting for someone to speak. Waiting for someone to give information. He doesn't appear to consider either you or Bruno worthy of much note.
AKA, I only just see their back muscles, but I figured this wouldn't be a good time for me.
That, or I have stacks of gold taller than their houses.
Very true.
Gold makes for a poor deterrent against steel.
That's what you think.
I mean, it doesn't. I mean, it does.
Do the truncheons look like they're coming for me, or just for general protection?
For general protection. So,
Can't wait to stomp down here and kill this guy.
Those of you upstairs, you've banged on Fizzy's door. You're going. Actually, Avenclad is inside a room. Actually, could you please roll visual perception as you head down the corridor?
And do we see the blood everywhere?
Yeah,
exactly. The
did
corpses were dragged inside.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
But I wasn't exactly stealthy.
There was a double beheading.
Yeah. There's gonna be
Vaska,
stuff.
there has been. As you head down, there's just around one of the doors. There's fucking blood spray.
I'm just gonna ignore that door.
Fair enough.
It's a bar.
It's still actually wet and running.
Oh.
And you don't see Avenclad.
I don't want any part of that shit. I'm gonna keep going. I'm just gonna follow Fizzy downstairs whenever she's ready to go, because Fizzy is stout and I am not.
That's fine. It probably takes me a little bit to fucking tug on my armor, but I'm like pulling armor on over the top of like sexy nightwear, and I'm looking very annoyed about this fact.
You're looking very elven tonight.
Do you know how much? Armor?
Conrad, you did hear the door being kicked down. What are you going to do?
Oh, grab pistols.
Pistol.
And pick out. To investigate.
Okay, your comrades are starting to gather up, looking like they're going to head down. Are you going to join them, or are you just going to
Well then,
castle doctrine?
first of all, I'd like to know what the hell is going on.
I mean, I do want to ask, would I have seen any of the people leaving the rooms? Because all I was going to do was apologize for not believing the guy and then stand guard in front of his room. Because I was about
Okay, if you're going to step outside and stand guard in front, then, Vaska, the door that's got fresh blood sprayed all over and around it, Avenclad's just stepping out of there. And
Oh, well,
you
that
can
explains
see,
everything.
Yeah.
A couple of prone figures, as he pulls the door shut behind him.
Evan, what the fuck are you doing?
I've gotten myself into a situation. What are you all doing? You should be asleep.
Did you not hear the door being kicked open by what sound like giant pony?
No.
Come on, Evan. We may need you for the beat of stabbings.
Well, it seems like my night's not over yet.
Your fucking dance card is so full.
I just
Yeah,
take
yeah,
Avon,
like the one.
wrap my hand around one of his biceps and just drag him along. Like, come on.
Avon will follow.
Are you waiting for Fizzy or not, Ben?
Yeah, no, I'm
got one.
I'm following closely on their tail.
What is
Alright,
going
look,
on?
I
You
need
will-
an
you will-
elf to help me here. I don't care which.
Fizzy, if you want to be armored, you're going to be delayed by a bit, during which time stuff will happen downstairs.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, and then the question is Vaska waiting for one elf or both elves?
One elf.
Alright. Then you two will be able to reach the stairs. Reach the top of the stairs, start heading down just as the nobleman finally loses his patience. And he, with his trio of thugs, will start marching towards the stairs. Does so, he, bar staff will form up in little phalanx at the bottom of it. So you, so God, I need to sketch again.
Yay! Just continue on from the last map.
And if this guy keeps being pushy, I might even have to get off my giant ass for this. And let's just see how tough this guy is when he sees a giant stand up that's literally blotting out the candelabras above.
Please feel free to talk amongst yourselves while I sketch.
Okay.
What's the body count looking so far?
I'm waiting to see what the guards look like.
Just-
They look like the traveling guys.
Just to confirm, Conrad's like not even in this building with us, is he?
He is.
Oh,
He's
he
just
just
stumbled
haven't
out.
heard a
He's
word
in
out of
the
Snippy
building,
for
you asshole.
hours.
He's stumbled out of the bedroom, pistols in hand,
specifically
ready to
called
shoot a
on him.
motherfucker. Yeah.
Yeah, but like he hasn't done anything.
He's probably still like half nude.
I was too busy nerding out on my blueprints.
I see.
What else is there to do?
Oh
for me?
right, yeah, you're.
I don't even drink
Right,
alcohol
I
with this
remember
character.
now. I remember.
And I was also nerding out, but I do that armor, so.
Yeah, Jolka has her priorities in order.
I can't wait to barge down there with a fucking halberd and kill this dickhead for waking her up.
Oh boy.
Like she doesn't even care about any of this, like whatever this fucking bullshit is. This guy is gonna look like a dickhead as she comes down. He'll probably say something racist, and then I'm gonna cut his fucking head off with a halberd. It's gonna be great.
Cool.
I mean, all it would mean is that I'm not the only one who's getting us into trouble tonight.
Yeah, totally. I mean, to be fair, you self-defensed a dark wizard to death. So I mean, you're actually looking pretty much in the clear. I'm about to kill a baron because he has a dickhead smile, and he's made me wake up now.
Look, if it wasn't you,
No.
it's probably gonna be me. Because I have a feeling he's gonna be like, "Oh, hey, lawyer dude," I'm just like, "Ah, damn it! Just made the promise to protect him."
This is all gonna be fine.
So Conrad and Fizzy are still, as of yet, off the map.
I should probably go grab my sword as well. Alright, hang on for 5 minutes. Don't do anything brash or stupid. Don't kill any other people until I go grab my arm.
Yes,
That's
make
alright.
sure to leave some for me. Damn it, a corset is not fitting attire to go with chainmail. Usually.
That sounds
looking
like a
rather-
very dark elf thing to wear.
You're looking
It
rather
is,
elf-
it is, but she isn't wearing the elven nipple tape that you're supposed to wear to go with it, so you don't get serious like.
You're looking.
Look,
rather
nobody
elf-
wants nobody wants chainmail nip, okay? And yes, of course it's a titless corset. Come on now, it's just an underbust cup. I'm gonna climb down there and I'm gonna make more than a few people's dreams and nightmares come true.
I mean, hey, some people like it when you threaten them with the halberd. It's a multi-purpose tool.
Halberd.
That's true. Halberd. I ain't nothing but a halberd girl.
Hallelujah, bird.
I ain't no halberd girl.
but you are.
That's true.
What does that even mean?
A hollaback girl? I don't know.
It's holla back. It's the
Yeah, a
call
hollaback
back.
girl.
Oh.
No. It does
Yeah.
not mean callback girl,
it means
really.
it means a booty call. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I hate her even more.
I'm.
I suppose I should thank her, though. She's turning my penis into a vagina as we speak.
What?
There's some kind of internal cringe.
Impressive?
Gertie.
You gotta just cringe so hard your dick goes inside out. It's fine. I have an incredibly powerful core.
That's the real HDR3.
That's some moosels.
I do missiles.
Formers. Why did you decide to become an artist?
Merz doesn't hate herself that much. Come on.
I hate myself that much.
Shut up, Snoopy.
You should pick up art.
Yeah, you should channel that pain into artistry.
Oh, that
Become
sounds
a
like
Warhammer
an
artist.
amazing idea,
I'm
guys.
sorry, but my suffering is an art in and of itself.
And
So, I think I'm just gonna start out just trying to punch people in the face.
A
Because-
whirling dervish of dick punches and kicks.
Should I just?
Look, we can't assault a nobleman and not kill him. Because
Well, yeah,
that's
of course.
just going to make everything...
Oh yeah,
miserable
no,
for us.
absolutely.
We
I mean,
can't- look,
And if we
he's
kill the guy, we have to kill everybody here.
No. Look, we kill that guy, and everybody's just like, yeah, he was a dick. He totally just
No,
tripped
no,
over.
That's
and
not
died.
how that's going to work.
Yeah, he fell over
he
on
fell
my
over.
album.
That doesn't work. Second
Everybody-
thought, this will also make everyone feel good. I punch him in the face, strike to stun, and then I put the little shitbag in a headlock.
I mean, look, if we kill
Noogie him? I don't know. No, I think kill him.
look, we're
No,
going to
no.
look, we're going to be border princes anyway. So if we kill him, we can
Look,
just keep running.
Look. Killing isn't always the answer.
It's a really
It's
good
been
answer,
the
though,
answer
when he has,
basically
as
always.
Merz described him, an evil man smile.
But that's half the nobility in the Empire.
And half
That's
the nobility
right, and I don't
deserves
care
death.
about killing them. Yeah.
I mean, if you ask me, we should be eating the rich. So you know.
No, he would be bad for my
Nice,
constitution.
You don't
He'd
eat
need a
poison.
terrible case of the shits.
and in this case, an evil smirk was more meant as like a sadistic smirk.
Well, I mean, that doesn't make him sound like less of a shitbag. I'm gonna be killing him. Probably.
The answer
can
is
already
He
hear
better, he
Merz is
better-
like,
he better
"Oh,
apologize. He better apologize sucking my fucking toes or die.
Wait, is a
I
baronet?
think the answer is
Oh.
that every one of us is going to get ourselves into trouble with this, and we're pretty.
So that is just literally Baron, which is also literally the lowest noble.
Oh yeah, no, he is a bitch boy, and he's really fucking.
I didn't recognize
Not,
it 'cause I
however,
only-
that
'cause I
any
only-
of you have sufficient knowledge except for Conrad.
Yeah, sure,
So-
but I don't care.
Yeah.
He was gonna die to me anyway. Now I'm glad to know that it might not even come back on us because he was a shit prick, way above his station.
Well, commoners.
Excellent.
Okay.
Oh wait, are those the same thugs of the guys? Or are you just reusing tokens? I'm sorry.
They're
Reusing tokens.
Okay, just need to make sure.
That, as I have said many times before, that is my generic thug token.
Okay, just need to know. Do we actually need to roll for initiative?
Yes. This is about to break into a bar brawl. Especially once Fizzy comes down with her giant stabby thing.
Oh,
Giant
the commoners are like raring to go.
I'm using the commoner tokens to represent the bar staff.
Yeah, they're rare. I didn't realize they were so raring to go. They're about to bring this down and make this worse by themselves.
Oh, I
This
did
little,
pretty good.
this little Baroness, little bitch boy Baron, just fucking did their boss with a bladed horsewhip.
Oh, oof. Mm.
Yeah,
He did one of the staff members, not the actual the
Oh,
barkeep.
well, I bet it was the guy they liked though.
Yeah, I bet if this was fucking David, that prick David, nobody would have.
Yeah, no one cares. So there were people like, should have known. But no, he approached apologizing that no one was there and got whipped. That means that he was the nice guy before this happened.
Yeah, you
That
know
was
he
earned.
went up there and apologized, knowing that was going to happen. But he decided to
earned.
take the hit for his friends.
Yeah,
And now,
fuck yeah.
and now, due to friendship, everybody's willing to fucking throw down on this
Yeah,
guy.
fuck yeah. Fuck you, no one horsewhips Jeffrey.
It's Jeffrey. He tells jokes and makes a good chicken soup.
It's true. What are they gonna do if his like soup making hand has been hurt by the fall?
Oh man, that sounds more racist than it is.
What?
No, no.
How?
I said his name was like Jeffrey, not
No, like-
Letitia or Tyrone.
The soup making hand.
Oh,
What
oh.
happened to his soup making hands hurt?
I don't get it.
Neither
I don't
do
really think there's anything there to get. I'm gonna be honest.
It's just
Yeah, again, I named him Jeffrey, not Letitia or Tyrone. It's fine.
it's just this race card thing.
He hasn't got like
Uh,
conniptions.
Just DCL being DCL, that's how it is.
Yeah. Why are you imagining racism, DCO, when there's so much real racism to unimagine?
Wow.
I said it sounded more racist than it actually is, so I admitted that.
Fair enough.
So, is everyone on the turn order? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I should be.
Yep, that looks like 6 player character. Alright, Avenclad, you are being pushed down the stairs by Vaska. Affectionately, not in a way that will make you trip and break your neck.
Break your neck.
This time.
Yeah, this time, fuckboy.
Buenos dias.
And yet, there are several members of the bar staff drawn up around the bottom of the stairs, ready to stop Von Pram Handler and his goons from making it up to them.
Fucking cram handler.
Oh, I totally
His name
missed
might
what
as well
these
have
guys
been
were going.
Lord Spam Pencil.
I mean, he looks flamboyant. I guess I moved down the stairs with Vaska in arm.
He has a gigantic purple cravat. That's all you need to know.
Hey, it's Jeffrey.
Fuck, all I know
So
is that we're killing people now.
So yeah, I'm completely confused as to what this situation. I guess I'll ask one of the commoners and go, "What's going on?"
He's just going to nod in Jeffrey's direction where he's holding a bit of relatively clean cloth against his cheek that's pouring blood.
I look at that, look at Ron Bram Handler, and go like, "Yeah, I've been a slave long enough to know exactly what's going on here."
Right,
Tensions seem high.
I think he's gonna try to force his way up. We gotta stop him, Gov.
Isn't he a noble?
So's the prick he's going after.
Did I just hit culpability? Yes!
Yes!
So I guess I'll shift forward and move up.
Yeah, you can move through these guys' squares, no problem. They are willing to just do a little booty.
I guess I'll just try to stand tall and look intimidating. So I guess I'll just make an intimidation check and see what happens.
Hey DCL, how does it feel to be the SWAT line?
The what, man?
Pram Handler's thugs seem a little cowed, but that's all fizzy.
No.
Roll me 1d5 plus 2. That'll be your fizzy counter. How many turns will have to go by until you get there?
You could just come down without armor.
Alright, I'll see you guys never. There's no way this is going 5 turns. Have fun.
You don't understand the faff we can throw out.
You could always just come down naked.
Alright,
I didn't know no, because as far as I'm concerned, if it's something that I could have handled coming down naked, then you guys can handle it. But
Fair
if it's going real badly, 5 turns later, I turn up in full armor and butcher a bunch of fucking people.
well, we'll
So
see.
you actually you have what you have is a 5-turn counter before I cut down and kill a baronet.
Yeah.
So see if you can end it. See if you can end this encounter before I get us in a shit ton of trouble. I'm gonna put that out there right now. I make you that promise. I'm coming down and killing this man.
The fizzy
Win
counter.
win before I arrive. You have a new mission.
Special mission. Win before fizzy murder.
So, Gunnar, yes, it's our optional objective for this mission. Settle this before the literal murder hobo comes in.
I mean, she can afford a room, so she's not a hobo.
But yeah, Gunnar,
I'm so close.
anyway.
Gunnar's just gonna walk forward, his hands wide. So, little, I'm not entirely sure what your title was, nor do I honestly particularly care. You struck a man, thought nothing of it. I can forgive you for that. Now you're just trying to enforce your will. I don't understand this. And the fact that you need thugs to help enforce your will, beyond what you can do with your own strength of arms, is pitiful. I just level a gaze of thugs. He needs you much more than the other way around.
Yeah, but he also pays us.
Now for you, and I point a gauntleted hand literally at Von Brandhandler. You tell me what's going on. I am willing to help you, perhaps, but you'll need to calm down. You seem quite a little hot under the collar. Perhaps a drink, before this gets... And I just clench a gauntleted hand. Too out of hand.
Right. Go ahead and roll me another intimidate.
Any bonuses?
No, it's just going to add on to what Avenclad has already accomplished.
We can all feel all the fizzy.
I will be re-rolling that.
You Von Pep. What was I saying again?
Ooh, lad.
Okay.
Ooh, lad. Ooh, lottie.
Alright. That's so much better than just burping in between every word.
Ooh, lottie. Oh, man.
Suddenly all the alcohol you drank hit you at once. And you're just like, I'll fuck you up, mate.
Moving right now is not a good idea.
Yeah, the thugs are backing off. Pram handler, whoever has some from being fucking drunk and very, very angry.
He's very, very vampire. Does he have faith?
All the booze bravery in the world will not protect him.
See me, know me, and know the might of my god, little man.
As you put your hands on the 2 commoners' heads.
Yes, as I literally just palm their heads as I walk between.
Then, yeah, he will step up slightly, the whip falling slack down towards it. You. I have a right to demand satisfaction, sir. Free Frauko is making merry with my fiancée, my betrothed. Do you... By what right do you stand between me and my just vengeance?
The knowledge that's in so far that he is not here. Barman, Bruno, see? Be honest.
Let me roll Bruno's consume alcohol. Let me just see how bad it is for him. If he's not here, he's giving that sissy horns elsewhere.
Oh boy.
Well, at least that gets him out of Warhammer.
Don't mind him. He's been drinking.
Thanks, Bruno. Way to fucking go, buddy.
Oh, why can't every NPC be like that?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm glad I didn't bring him upstairs.
Okay, Bruno. Yeah. You're
Thanks,
good.
Bruno.
Okay, Bruno, you're drunk. Go home.
Oh, I forgot to put Bruno on the turn order, actually.
I thought he was on the
Say, has this mistress been woken up and she's gonna stomp down here very fucking angry at a baronet causing problems?
I'm not sleeping in with him. He's my masseuse.
Oh,
You are the most petty and jealous little shit I have ever seen.
he's still going to pace back and forth, fulminating. Conrad is on the fizzy counter. Vaska.
How long will it take for me to put in the bell?
I'm just gonna put Miro down.
Oink.
Oh, jeez. 3, 4.
Witch, face through the wall.
Just gonna come over here.
Oh, you're still awake.
Yes, Gunnar, I am still awake. So is the whole tavern after this. And she just waves a hand, saying like "bitch boy" and Kislev. Kick the door down.
Speaking back in Kislev, lover spat. He's looking for his fiancée. He thinks she's cheating.
Oh, I don't care. Then 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't
Vaska's
care.
just gonna like walk over towards Jeffrey, and she's fiddling in her pouch, looking for a healing poultice or a potion.
Bloodweiser.
Yeah, Blutweiser.
Sure. Bruno will shrug, push himself to his feet, standing with Gunnar. Oh, little fella. Big man and I, we... Look. Just because you can't keep us satisfied, we're not... doesn't give you a reason to get angry.
Oh, God damn it.
Good words. Good words.
Oh man, he's making this so much worse.
I love this guy. Can we keep him?
No.
I mean,
He's
yes.
already taken.
So
But
what
I'm
is your
not.
woman's name again?
She is Hannah Lastkan. She is my damn woman, not his a vein is just pulsing in his forehead now.
You mad, bro?
Alright, Jolka, what are you gonna do?
So I'm gonna come downstairs. How in combat is this? Do I have to go by my movement and stuff like that?
Yes.
Did I use all of it just coming downstairs?
No. You used one half action coming that far down the stairs. You've got one half action left from where.
Trying to remember my actual movement, but I'm pretty sure it's 3.
3 squares.
Okay. Something along the lines of, who the fuck fuck is making so much goddamn noise?
Really? You're gonna say that?
Yeah.
Avenclad's gonna go like, really?
It's just because it almost threw off my inscriptions. Who the fuck?
Presumably it's a man pacing in the middle of the room with a horsewhip that's dripping blood.
Oh. Oh, it's you pompous motherfucker. Are you so fucking...
Whoa. The timing, but he is a dwarf. She is a dwarf, so this makes sense.
Yeah.
You do realize that half the dwarven language is just elaborate
Insults.
cursing.
Yeah, this is...
Okay. And the thugs are going to try to roll morale to... Behind one pram handler, while he's pacing back and forth, not looking,
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
they just slip out and fucking abandon it. One of them takes a time. One of them slows down briefly just to unhook a saddlebag from the destrier. And quietly just slip into the night with hundreds of gold crowns.
Wait,
That
no,
is
come
the-
back here, you motherfuckers!
That is the we don't get paid enough for this shit escape.
But we got paid this time.
Alright, Ainclad, would you mind rolling me a perception?
Oh, Avenclad.
Oh, God.
You find out he's I fucking you, Avenclad.
Oh, hey now.
Hey.
Yeah, notice, around one of your daggers, the common, one of the bar staff who doesn't have a stout stick is starting to reach out towards it.
I will lightly slap his hand and go, no, stop it. You do not touch a champion. You do not touch another man's weapons.
Do not touch my dirk.
He glances at you. But I'm not good with my fists, please.
Don't worry. Comes to blows, you won't need to even be involved.
Please, sir. Even just a little steel in my hand, that'll calm my nerves.
I'll point him over to the fact that none of the thugs are there now, and go, if this turns into a lynching, I'd rather you not have a knife to immediately kill a baron. As it is,
As
He's
you
on-
see a heavily armored dwarf with a hammer in hand, just smacking it with their fists.
yeah, as it is now, I think he's already in enough deep shit.
I'm sorry, I'm just imagining Jolka in like a night dress, just wearing a helmet and a hammer.
As things are now, I think he's already in enough trouble.
Yeah, I plan on punching him in the face to knock him out with strike to stun, so what do you want me to do?
The worker will actually indeed glance at Jolka. Please, I'm not sure if she'll be satisfied with just him.
Oh, she's
Trust me.
worried about Jolka.
Yeah, okay, then trust me, anything I could give you will just slow you down when you when you run. Even I wouldn't go up against an angry dwarf.
He just audibly gulps, and Barman is going to head around to join the just wall of people standing against Von Pram. Avenclad,
Mm-hmm.
it's your turn. What do
I'm not trying to. Okay, so Bruno's angry as. No, not Bruno. Panhandler's angry as fuck. All his guys left. Fucking, I guess I just come over and stand next to Vaska. And, yeah.
I'll just drop the fizzy count.
Actually, I'll just make sure to keep an eye
Thank
on
you.
the stairs, just in case.
I just put some dots up there that represent the fizzy counter.
I've
I've got an
it on her
actual
token.
counter.
Oh, okay.
And also, with the paint tool, as before mentioned, if you just try and draw dots, they come up as singular small lines. Here, I will draw a dot so that you too can see that it is a singular small line.
Oh.
Yep.
Alright, Gunnar. Pram Handler stands alone. God, that's such a dumb name.
That's okay. It suits him.
He's in a very dumb
I
situation.
put my hands on his shoulders. You're going to calm down now.
He's in a very bad situation.
Maybe drink. Talk. You're not hurting anyone. Also. And I physically turn him around. You are apologizing to that man over there.
Alright, first off, roll weapon skill to... this sounds like a grapple and then intimidation, so roll weapon skill to establish.
Establish the rebel.
More like
He's
established
not
dominance.
Basically, yes. He's
not-
not completely cowed, but yeah, you're able to grab him, oppose strength to turn him around, and we'll use the result of that to determine, basically, whether he shits himself.
Intimidate, you said?
Strength
No,
first.
strength.
Ah. So it's kind of like a strike to stun kind of thing.
Yeah, you're... Basically, you've grabbed him, can you force him to turn around? And if you can do that, I don't care about your actual intimidation roll, you will have successfully scared the shit out.
May I add the pummeling bonus from my gauntlets for this, or no?
This is a grapple.
No.
Okay.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
He's being protected by his own wounded pride.
This
So-
tiny limp dick defies you.
Unhand me.
That's technically a draw.
Spend a fade.
Gunnar, would you like to spend a fortune?
Yes, I would.
I feel bad for him. 1% out of 100. I feel like that should win.
But he's an NPC, and he's not even a good NPC.
So therefore, he was his destiny.
Yeah, so fuck him. So yeah. You can't turn him around. But you're Gunnar fucking Redmayne. So you just lift him up by his shoulders and turn him around.
You dishonor yourself and your family and your name by acting in such a petty, asinine way.
You... Oh, Sigma.
Oh no, I'm an Orcan. I know.
You... yes, you're right. It slowly gulps, and then drops the whip, and you just try to push your fingers off of him.
And
Are you going to release him or not?
I will release one hand.
Okay, and you do that. He reaches to his belt and pulls out a little stoppered bottle and a purse before trying to shrug off your other hand.
Very well, I will release the other hand.
So you've done that. step towards Jeffrey and offer. Listen, Goodman. My temper had the better of me. Here, drink this. It'll still the pain, and for your troubles. Press the purse into his hands. And I think that will just clear initiative now.
Wow.
As
I go back to bed.
yeah.
I go back and guard the lawyer.
I want to try something.
So actually, here's a question, Conrad. You're the last variable here, as you're not quite on fizzy time. Or be able to rush down the stairs in your pajamas with a pistol belt, and there's this like gang of bar workers, and then this man in noble garb, along with Gunnar bent over this crying, bleeding servant. What are you gonna do, Conrad?
Well, seeing as this situation is firmly within Gunnar's dirty hands, it should probably start slowly going up the stairs and nobody else gets murdered. And nobody else stumbles upon the door that has a bunch of blood underneath.
Seems like a plan. Alright then, I'm just going to be on back to the attractive map. And yeah.
Actually, is there anything I can get to try to clean the blood?
Got ammonia?
No.
Wait, pee has ammonia in it. And it's a lot more believable to just have someone urinate randomly on the door.
Okay, how well can I pretend I'm drunk?
Oh god, he's actually taking
This is the door Avenclad is standing guard in front of.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna piece an Avenclad.
Wait, hold on. Before Avenclad goes to back to that, can we talk to him for a bit? Because I think he owes us an explanation.
Sure. So yeah, that is reasonable.
Yeah. So as
he seemed hurried to get back upstairs.
right. So, but before he can go, Vaska will catch his sleeve and say, "Evan, why were you in the room filled with blood and unconscious or dead men? Do you have something you want to be telling?"
Took those words right out of my mouth.
Conrad.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, I was muted. Oh, yes. Yes. I had to kill a couple of cultists. Now I'm guarding a lawyer.
Stop right there. Did you just use the C word?
It's fine. None of them are alive to hear it. Also, I assume that I'm in the middle of the stairs where none of the people are.
I have questions.
Alright.
You mentioned cultists.
It's a matter that's taken care of for now. Just need
What
to stand
cult?
watch to make sure nothing else happens to him.
What cult? What is going on here? What the
I
What
don't
is
know.
Sigma's name?
To be honest, we've dealt with so many that they honestly just blend together at this point.
Oh, alright. Let me make me more specific. Do they have any symbols on them?
Yes. I can show you if you want.
Yes,
Actually,
please.
Actually, it's probably best that none of you get involved. I didn't retrieve any of you for it because I didn't want any of you facing legal consequences because I met this lawyer by pointing a knife at his throat.
Sounds promising.
Evan, why would you point a knife at poor lawyer?
Because he killed some man.
Lawyer.
You kill plenty of men. Do you like having weapons
what?
pointed at you?
I mean, no.
Well, then there you go.
No,
Now
no,
take us to
no.
meet this man. We should
this is-
probably... And Vaska like look over his shoulder at Conrad drinking with Bruno and I guess Pram Handler
I'm not
too.
drinking. I'm not drinking anything. I'm sober.
Avon will shrug and just go, as you wish.
Yes, just the two of us.
I will go back up and into the lawyer's room.
Oh, fuck. Listen, Avenclad, just so you know, I appreciate the fact that you're trying to keep us out of trouble. But no, it's not gonna fucking work. It was a good
To be honest, to be honest, that's not untrue. You're not completely wrong.
Yeah. So when you guys head up to the set of rooms, you are actually first off going to see the Gravine standing flanked by a couple of servants in front of a room. She looks...
Now, is the Gravine here the woman he was coming here to... Is she his fiancée?
No, she's Bruno's boss.
Okay.
I mean, that's not mutually exclusive, but alright.
No.
Is she
The guy that Von Pram handler, the woman that Von Pram handler claims is his property, Hannah Last Khan. Whereas this is Gravine.
I mean, I think she comes last most nights of the way he acts.
Not inaccurate. But, is she standing in front of the room with the lawyer?
No, she is standing in front of another room. When you come up, she will glance at you, a lot of you. She looks very, both angry and tired.
Sorry for the disturbance downstairs. We've mostly dealt with that. Though you can still talk to the man if you wish.
Oh, no, I have no desire to talk to whoever did that. Bruno is still drinking, isn't he?
Avenclad will just nod.
Alright. Excuse me. Chill.
Move aside.
Stop heading downstairs.
Bruno's troubles will be worse when it's revealed that yes, there was in fact an assassination attempt on somebody he was supposed to be guarding.
As soon as she's out of earshot, Vaska will lean in and say, "Do you think they're fucking? I think they're fucking."
Avenclad will just like squint his eyes and go like,
They cannot be fucking. I mean, it'd
I
be
don't
very
know.
professional for the bodyguard, and not so just the bodyguard, a judicial champion to be having an affair with a government official.
I like experience, but I usually thought after having sex one was supposed to be relieved. She looks anything but that.
No, I mean, she and Bruno.
I like
Not
think
her
back
and
to
the
Bruno,
guards.
just laughing. And I'm just like, do you think a woman like that would even go for Bruno?
He was very charming, and he's very big and strong.
And very loud.
I could see women very easily falling for him.
I suppose so. I must admit, I'm not exactly the one most equipped to talk about this.
Can we
You're
get back
big and
to the
strong
more pressing
too.
matter?
And Vaska will just like squeeze one of his biceps.
Can you
I
see
mean,
me
I
before
suppose
the-
so.
We have 3 dead alleged cultists on our hands.
Right, sorry. Yes, let's go talk to your lawyer friend.
Thank you.
We'll bring them both to a room, the lawyer, and explain that, yes, these are my traveling companions.
Yeah, well, when you knock on the door, it'll be a minute, and then open it slightly, and then it's you who'll open it, and it's the others, and then, right, that makes, hold on. We'll just slowly push the door back closed, unless you stop him.
I'm gonna arc a brow as he does.
I just
What?
shoved the butt of my spear in the door.
Ah.
No, you open door now.
Alright. Fine.
Audibly cock pistol.
Hey, stop! Stop! We're not here to kill the man. You two are making it worse.
I mean, it's always good to be prepared.
Here, Conrad, do this instead. And Vaska will just like shove Miro into your arm so you can't have the pistols out.
Oink!
Miro will start shuffling around, and you know, he's going for your gun, and he's licking the frizzen.
He's going for your gun.
Alright. Let's just try to one-hand the pig away from the pistol.
You could not akimbo the pig.
Oink!
Just watch me. I akimbo the pig.
Anyway, I go into the room.
Oink!
What's supposed to do with this?
Hold
That's-
it
The
instead
pig
of a
is
gun.
not akimboed. You are akimboed by the pig.
Ah, shit, son.
Shit!
Yeah, despite your attempts to get a grip, Miro is just slipping out and clambering up your arm between his mouth and hooves.
Miro's
Your hood is now a pig den.
Miro's agility is too high.
Miro
Wait.
too strong, please nerf.
Wait, what just happened?
Miro just
You're-
disarmed Conrad.
Well, no. Miro, when Miro got pushed into his grasp, Miro tried to lick up gunpowder, and then when Conrad tried to restrain him, he just climbed up Conrad's arm and is now sleeping in the hood of his coat.
Cock pistol and sort this out ASAP.
I can't wait for Miro to breathe fire when he burps up gunpowder.
Oh, he'll do far worse. He'll fucking bleed molten
No, Conrad. This creature is possessed by the pig you killed. It's sleeping in your hood as its petty vengeance.
I need
Alright,
to remove
so,
the pig. Shit.
Yeah, Vaska, you push your way in. There are 3 corpses laid out. One has several stab wounds. One has a stab wound in the arm, and its throat has been carved through, and the other has just had its throat carved through.
I take it this
They're
is
all
your
in
work, Avon?
similar states of dress, heavy traveling clothes, although the one with the multiple stab wounds has had some parts of them torn off, exposing a tattoo of a symbol on its left forearm, left upper arm.
These aren't the
I'll-
priests of Moor who came through, are they?
No.
No.
Because it was
I'll
3
point to-
priests of Moor too, so I was like...
I'll point to the 2 that were cleanly killed and go, those were my work. Then I'll point to the last one and go, that one was the lawyer.
So let us see these symbols.
I will
rip open his
show-
shirt with clinical precision. Rip.
Fuck.
critical.
Still trying to sort the fucking pig out.
Pig is defeated. Accept your place.
I refuse.
Pig'll bitch slap you down, boy.
Will not be defeated by this swinehund.
The pig begins
You are the
ranting.
swine hood.
You are the hund that the swine currently rides on.
Arr.
Yes, the pig begins grazing on the back of your head.
The only way to win is to accept defeat. I'm sorry, my friend.
You see, I have something to say about that. Fucking, I'll grapple this little fuck.
Please no.
Please do not grapple the pig.
To play, I'm grappling the pig. Okay. Come on, you little bugger.
Status quo.
Did you fucking grease this thing?
Miro oinks an enemy.
Oh god, this pig is the best.
Yeah, I guess I'm incapacitated.
Alright, so, Vaska, you want to examine the symbols, right?
Yes.
Okay, do you have any academic knowledge that relates to secret cults?
See, I
in
have
society.
history and magic.
History would be the appropriate one here.
All right.
Conrad, stop while you're ahead.
No.
Oh, Vaska, you're actually intimately familiar with the Ordo Ultima. As it turns out, for some reason, your mentoress, she took a great deal of time warning you against this organization and similar ones.
Oh dear.
They are fronts for the depravities of the prince or princess of pleasure. They are servants of truly dark and depraved powers that can no longer tell the difference between injury and orgasm.
Maybe I should join this guy.
Yeah, Vaska
Know
will
you.
look over his shoulder at Avon and say, "These are servants of the Prince of Pleasure."
They certainly didn't seem to be such by the magic they tried to cast at me.
Magic?
Yes.
This
One of
gets
them was a
worse.
sorcerer.
One of them was a caster. His
Which?
eyes turned black and he shot some sort of black liquid at my leg. Didn't pierce my armor, but I killed him before he had another chance to do it again.
Are you sure he wasn't jerking off on you? I do not say, actually.
Well, I mean, he didn't have a sword, so he rather had an unfortunate dagger or...
Which of them was the caster?
I'll point to the one that has the cut on his arm.
Alright, I will search his body for anything arcane.
Right, yeah, I don't feel you need to make a roll. There are a couple of pouches sewn inside his traveling cloak that contain bizarre materials. Some arrowheads napped from human bone.
Ugh.
Just give me a minute to get the rest of the materials up. Some buds, some black flower buds of ash, and a small glass vial. You uncork, stinks tremendously, as if of some vomit.
Yeah.
That's choice.
Wretched. Yes, I'm sure. This was a dark sorcerer. You, lawyer, what have you been involved in?
You're friends of his, yes?
Yes.
Nod.
He'll again go on to explain
Right.
at law school he fell in with some
Right.
people
I screwed him.
and did some weird things.
I just wanted to be king.
It does indeed seem like he is telling the truth, and even that he left as soon as he got the suggestion they might be into these truly heretical acts.
They were simply too kinky for me.
I see, you are some sort of normie. No.
It's like, damn, we got awfully DCL in here.
That was the joke.
Distant reeing.
Vaska will turn to him and say, "All right, lawyer, I believe you. What can we do to help?"
Hell, with these three dead, I don't think there's anyone else here coming after me, but well, when I get the rest of the journey to Altdorf, I'm at risk. When I'm there, I still have some names I can turn into the witch hunters for those who were members. I don't know what's come of them since, but I can get their assistance once we arrive.
I would not count on help from Altdorf. I have heard unpleasant things about the state of the city, and the witch hunters there especially. Hands full with other foes.
If anything, they might strike you down just to be safe.
There. They are the only ones I could turn to. I have some coin, but not enough to hire your party in perpetuity, and I don't have enough information to send you to hunt the Ordo down.
See. We could always use a lawyer slash lawmaker.
That's exactly what I was just thinking. I was about to mention that in character.
Do it.
That seems like a horrible idea. Do it.
So I'm gonna get my pig back.
We are traveling to the borderlands to create our own kingdom. It wouldn't be remiss of us to have somebody versed in law to help us establish fair rule.
Roll me a charm test. Do you have sort of completely asserted dominance over this man before, so I'm going to give you a +10 innately, and if either of your comrades want to do anything to assess failure, you can each give a
I'm
plus
totally
10.
gonna.
Yeah, I hope let me tell you about my charm of 15.
Yes.
Oh, that's actually lower than mine. Jesus.
I don't have charm trained.
Well,
Let-
I can help by saying we travel with Gunnar Redmayne. Perhaps you've heard of him. He is all but a living saint amongst Hurricanes.
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but he's certainly their favorite topic of discussion.
Come
Damn
here,
it, get
Miro.
out of there!
I pick Miro up and pull him back in my arms.
Miro, stop
boy.
defeating the poor man.
Oink!
Look, Piggy.
Oink!
He's lost enough pride tonight.
Alright, Conrad, if you want to be the one taking the lead on the charm roll, you're gonna have to give me more than that.
So, if you don't want to get horribly murdered by cultists, and you want to find someone that actually needs legal representation within the Empire, Gunnar would be your man. As long as you're next to him, you're gonna be fed, you're gonna be well paid, and you're pretty much going to be completely unkillable. Because anything that comes to contact with him just seems to break everything. We got ambushed by a bunch of beastmen a while ago. Fucking slaughtered all 40 of them by ourselves. Did I also mention he has a shitload of money?
Speaking of terms of payment, take out 5 gold crowns and hand them to him.
To the lawyer?
Yes.
Everyone squints at you.
That was an apology for assaulting him.
Alright. Conrad, he has
You
been...
have to end that fucking coin. I never got anything when I joined. What's this bullshit? Shut it out loud.
Yeah, so... You've got thorough assistance. Please roll charm with a plus 30.
Woo!
Alright.
For the
This will be
Empire.
opposed by... Or, well, resisted by not anywhere near it. I appreciate the offer. Look, I can't desert the Gravian before her trial is concluded in Altdorf, and I point out a replacement for her, but
Conveniently, we are going to Altdorf as well.
Oh, we are.
oh,
Yeah?
Yes,
Guess that
you
makes
idiots,
things
we have
worse.
been on boat for weeks going to Altdorf.
I'm sorry, we get distracted so much I can't remember.
then yes, certainly. Once our business is concluded, I am more than happy to accompany you and serve as your counsel.
Wonderful. See, Avenclad, you made friend today.
A friend is a strong word. That is an acquaintance, more specifically, a fellow employee under Gunner's red.
To be honest, it seems like I'm incapable of meeting people without murder being involved.
It's okay,
Should
it's
be-
part of our line of work.
I mean,
Hmm.
if it makes you feel any
But
better,
look, you
then
saved
that's
man.
kind of the case for me.
Did you just hire people under my name?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, having freedom means the freedom to hire people under you.
We
Yes,
might need a lawyer, to be fair.
Yes, Gunnar wasn't aware that he gave you that freedom.
Well, you
She
gotta.
wasn't aware. It's a shame.
He didn't know he given you the fucking franchise, but here we are.
Avenclad is now officially Gunnar's middle manager.
God, no!
Yeah.
I can barely middle manage myself. I'm just rolling with all this bullshit and everything just turns up Gunnar.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Musk. Keep doing you.
It's almost like this is all a plot from a certain guy. And it's all just going according to his plan.
Oh, according to Kakaku.
Alright, so in the meantime, congratulations, you've hired a lawyer. I guess I'll find him permanent token at some point.
Yay! We actually have a companion, guys. It's taken 40 sessions, but we did
Did
it.
heal, bitch?
He's a
but
legal bitch!
I mean,
will
that's
admit,
more powerful. There's
I
no
will-
greater protection in the world than the law, right?
I will admit that of all the random schmucks that we could adopt on the road, a lawyer is a better option.
We'll need somebody to help us establish law once we get our new kingdoms. It's fine.
So, in the meantime, downstairs, Jolka. So, Gunnar has cooled the situation down, pulled Von Prem Handler to the bar to actually talk about the issues. Are you still going to enact your grudge, or are you just going to go back to work? Or are you just going to take this break as an opportunity to get drunk? You are a dwarf, after all. That
All of
is,
these
It
are
would
dwarf
steady. It would
options.
In
steady
your
your
racial
runesmithing
constitution.
hand. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we left some drinks on the bar.
There's some drinks left. Oh no, you did the thing. You've made a dwarf choose between being angry at someone, getting drunk, or doing
And
their
working.
job.
And smoothing
Yeah.
and smithing runes.
Oh,
Really,
no.
the true answer is why not all three? You can you can grouch about them while you drink to steady your hands for proper smithing.
Damn straight.
That sounds very dwarfy.
I like to think so, yes.
Yes. 。
As far as beer drinking races go, I prefer the beer elves of Dizzy Hearts, but you know, beer dwarf makes sense too.
Yeah.
Very obviously.
Yeah. Oh, how far in was I with that smithing?
About halfway down on the first
On the first day,
inscription.
yeah.
It would be a pretty natural stopping point.
Sure. I'll stay for some.
Yes.
I am somewhat tempted just to be like, pardon me for a second. Breaks his kneecap, breaks his whip hand, and walks back in. I would love to do that.
I'm not stopping you.
Do it.
He really did just whip a person in the street. Just
Yes, he's a
He
bad.
did also, give a man a healing potion and a purse of gold.
okay, yeah. That he more than fuck it, yeah. No, I'm gonna go back to drink.
One of either you or Con Knight should really invent a beer drinking helmet, so you can drink while you work.
Full of potions.
Alright. So yeah, Hillis going to sit by Gunnar, mercifully unaware that Jolka was considering breaking him in the bad way.
Considering turning him into a paraplegic.
And
Dude,
start just not quite telling his life story, but telling the story of this engagement, and that he his family would be much better for little Hannah if they married into the pram. If she married into the pram handlers rather than into the Fiefraukers. Von Fiefrauker is the highest rank I had, and once his father dies, he'll be a proper Graf. He's served as a page to good Graf once upon a time.
Hey, now I know that name.
It's just such terrible disrespect. She's not just chosen such disrespect and such stupidity. She's not just chosen von Fiefrauker over him. She's doing it clandestinely. She left him at the altar and could challenge her father, get satisfaction. Now it's just making a cuckold of him, and there's nothing really he can do about it. He's just starting to cry into his ale. It seems he had a few before he got here.
Oh, so he's Republican.
Don't you bring politics into this? She used cuckold correctly. Which is the exact opposite of what you expect.
To be fair,
I was tempted to comment on it as well. Like, oh, look at that! Look at that, America. She used cuckold in its correct concept.
Hey, I read the Canterbury Tales. I know the correct usage of that term.
Oh well.
Still. In this, I cannot advise you a correct direction of action. However, we'll say, with pain comes wisdom. Yes, this harmed you, but now you know better. You can grow from this, learn from it, learn to be, hopefully, learn to be wiser and better. And you will find love again. Possibly even better love.
I think the issue is not love, but political marriage
However,
in standing.
yes. However, I'm not one for politics. Really, I'm not. Frankly, I despise politics. That you'd have to figure out on your own. If you do find another, perhaps it could be an even a position of even better standing.
It's certainly an argument. Now, Gunnar and Jolka, please roll me consume alcohol tests, if you would be so kind.
Come on. Yeah.
Gunnar's finally feeling fuzzy.
Yeah.
It
happening.
is possible.
I'm trying to see if I can
You
get
have
a
a
bonus
fate point to
consume
spend on
alcohol.
I mean, I do.
But that would be the point of drinking
I do.
alcohol.
I don't think I do.
You're supposed to be shit-faced.
Oh,
Spawn Pram Handler is getting very drunk, and Bruno.
Fine, I will make it so that that didn't happen.
No, let it happen. You're supposed to be drunk.
No. I want to disturb this bartender.
Alright. I think at that point the bartender's just going to look at you. You've been out drinking everyone here. And you just look very carefully, and then bartender will step up and take the tankard that he had just put down back. No, son. You're not having this, you're having something proper.
Do we have something proper?
Oh, yes. And he's going to,
He's not going to do what I think he is he?
He's going to get another tankard down, one that is gleaming as if silver, and keeping your gaze on his, he's going to get out a very special little barrel. And another one. He's going to pour you a very special little drink.
Oh no. This doesn't happen to have
3
what is
X's?
it, I think it's about 6 X's, I think, or is it 5?
It does not have any X's on.
Oh no, that's potentially worse.
No, I mean, you aren't about to go fight demons right now. You do not need triple X in you.
Rem, would you mind rolling me a D1?
D100, you say?
Yeah.
Divisible number of X's.
Right. Would you like to fortune point reroll that?
Eyeballs!
Sure, I'll do that.
Do you really want to?
I don't know.
You had to ask twice. I was waiting for it as well.
It's on you. There may be a reason I'm not telling you what this roll is for,
Sure, I'll do it.
which may make it so you want to fail or want to succeed.
Sure, I'll do it.
Okay.
You're now blind.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You are completely captivated by the drinks being poured into this little silver flask. It's the only thing in your world, and then it's placed it's placed in front of you, but the bartender doesn't push it towards you just yet. Instead, he opens a little drawer. He takes out a sprig of some herb, which he slowly lowers in, and then sprinkles a powder across the top. Then, and only then, he pushes it across towards you.
What is this?
My own brew. My own... well... my own recipe combining that brew with some that's been fermented 10 years all along.
Alright. I suppose I can have a go. And I suppose I can drink this.
Alright, just go on and roll me an unmodified toughness test.
Fuck what?
Unmodified toughness test as you drink it. This is not your consume alcohol skill.
I'm suddenly far more concerned.
It's fruit juice.
It's
Alright,
nearly 100% mercury.
So that's 4 dots. Yeah, 4 degrees of success, including the well, 3 degrees of success plus having gotten a success, so it's effectively 4 here. Would you like to spend another fortune to get one more?
Sure, why not? Last one.
Okay. Then roll me 1d10 minus 5, please. A 4.
My next thought is that my god just possessed this man and just pulled out one of his personal casts just to see what this little boy can do.
Alright, Gunnar, as you drink this, it hits you in your stomach and in your...
In my what?
in your stomach, and then soon after in your knees.
Uh-oh.
Alright. You think you're sitting at a bar, but the bar's going back and forth and the river outside is very stationary. And Jolka is about 20 feet tall, and this crying little baronet, you could fit him in your pocket.
Ugh. This feels like home, but not in a good way.
Yeah, this is hitting you real hard. So this is effectively a you're my best mate from the stinking drunk table.
That's the perfect one to get in this context, too.
Disoriented, you're vaguely aware of what's going on, may defend yourself and move at normal rates, but may not cast spells. So as a special drink hits Gunnar in his special place, I think that's where we're going to draw today to a close.
Woo!
Okie dokie.
Alright.
Oh boy, did Gunnar just go to Warhammer land?
We wake up next morning with half the town burned down, several heads on the counter, and a random horse that isn't ours.
I mean, I was so certain it was going to be, that's how many insanity points you get.
No.
I was expecting a mutation.
It's just like a fucking, you take a mystery brew and get mercury poisoning, some quack beverage, and you get insanity for it.
No, it's just shoving him immediately onto the stinking drunk table.
Ah, nice.
If he'd managed to get a roll that was actually in the negatives on the D10, he would have been fine. And the bartender would have probably hung up his apron and left forever.
Because I've perfected this drink for decades.
No, he gets to sit proudly back and realize that underneath all of that flesh, you are but a man, and you are fucking bladdered.
Alright, so let's do experience. Did you guys explore a new and interesting location?
Yes, it was called the Theater of the Mind.
I mean, we've actually been all over this bar now, which we hadn't really explored at all.
No.
It's a bar.
Yeah, but it's a
Yeah.
bar where things actually happened in. Specifically an assassination.
That's less of a bar being interesting and more stuff that will,
I guess that's fair.
hit the other XP counters. So, did you learn an interesting truth about another player character?
Yes, that Miro has officially turned Conrad into his personal little piggy bitch.
Gonna go with a no.
Let's see. We found out that Vaska's mentress had some sort of paranoia about the Order of Ultima and these Slaneshi cultists. I
Not
wonder
paranoia, it's
why.
skepticism against fucking heretics.
Say again, sorry, Snippy. I couldn't hear you.
It's not paranoia, it's some healthy skepticism against some blatant heretics.
Well, yes, but she instructed us against all heretics, but these ones in
know that they're
particular.
And they're doing stuff to this poor lawyer.
I'll allow it. Vaska has been previously given special warnings against cultists of Slanesh. And, for whatever reason could that be?
Yeah.
Something. Chick with a dick.
Alright. Did you learn an interesting fact about the world or a non-player character?
Oh boy,
Yeah, what
did
the
we.
What the fuck did he do to my drink?
That you didn't learn a fact about it. That was just an event that happened.
If anything, you're
let's
confused and knocked
see.
out by
We
it.
learned this lawyer A existed. B was involved with the Order of Ultima, and now has assassins going after him.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
And since you have convinced him to join your party after Altdorf, he does in fact count as a significant enough NPC to be included there. Did you make progress on the quest? Yes, in fact,
yeah.
you did the entirety of Lawyer Assassin quest,
Yeah.
or at least the entirety of it you could here. Did you overcome a dangerous challenge?
No.
I feel like the nobleman could have been. I don't know how dangerous he was, but
Yeah.
was a
I'll
skill
let you
challenge to
score
do
it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wouldn't have been much of a threat himself in combat, but if
Pissing
you
off
had
a noble
gotten into a
family.
fight with him, exactly.
I have a feeling that that would have turned out much worse if we didn't rub Gunnar on him.
Yeah.
Right, and did you defeat a
worse for
threat to
him.
local peace?
Incidentally,
Yes,
also
technically.
yes.
Technically, yes.
I don't know that they really were a threat to the local peace. They're
I
fucking
mean,
troublemakers. Sure,
I was gonna
but-
go duel a dude. He
was
also
talking
beat the
about-
shit out of a peasant. Also, we interrupted an
yes.
assassination.
I was
Avenclad
talking
Oh.
about the cultist.
Oh yeah, I guess the actual assassin cultists are a threat on the local peace. Never mind.
Yeah.
Cultists.
So that's 5 scored in out of 6, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
125 experience, everyone. You should now be on 517.
5175.
How much?
How much? I missed that.
5175.
125 today, up, giving you a 5,175 experience.
Let's
Alright.
see.
How
So-
close am I to being done with my fucking class? So far away. So far away.
You're not done at all. I know because I'm not done at all.
Well, I'm a very much a different career route to you. I went from Reaver to Zealot to Flagellant, effectively.
Yeah, but I read Flagellant. I know how much shit they get.
Oh god, it's so weirdly spread out as well.
Yeah.
It's not that technically that they have a lot of shit, it's just that the difference between it and the effects leading up to it, drastically different.
Hey guys.
Hmm?
First off, Merzendi question. How much experience is it to go from one class to another? Is it 200?
Is it an exit?
Yes, it is an exit.
Didn't you go to champion just now?
Depends on how much experience Merzendi says.
If it is an exit career, then it is only 100 experience.
Guess who just entered champion?
Okay, you enter champion now.
Yeah, no, he only completed champion, but he'd been doing fighty classes in the lead up before us.
And just got another point of toughness.
Yep, it's a good one.
So, did you guys have any other questions you wanted to bring up before we close the stream for today?
I have a feeling
Ah,
next
good.
session is going to be a Alice in Gunnar land kind of thing.
That's
I
gonna
hope
be
so.
fun.
That was fun.
Alright, well,
I
goodbye, stream, and we will see you guys tomorrow for
Bye-bye.
70. Whoop whoop.
Ta.